and a spray of blood will cover Walter's face. You see that her throat is ripped open, and her head sort of sags down, and it's completely decapitated her. And this creature now worms its way out of her throat, looks around for a moment and hisses at you, and then darts out of view. We're playing the Alien RPG, where around this table, everyone can hear you scream. The crew of the Dolus, an old Weyland-Yutani cargo ship, has been asleep for 2 years. Today they wake up, each with their own secret agendas. Among them are Captain Sara Torez, a cleaner for Weyland-Yutani, who has been the sole survivor of almost every ship under her command. Everett, a new experimental synthetic whose purpose is to further the science research department of the company by any means necessary. Kurt Booker, a company man through and through, but which company is he loyal to? Finally, Samantha Cartwright, a company science officer sent to evaluate Everett's behaviors. Is he as efficient as he thinks he is? Watch as these agendas intertwine with one another's. Who will survive, and what will be left of them in Alien, the Moros Directive? So, we open in deep space. We see the endless blackness of space, only lit by the white dots of distant stars. In the center of the frame, these stars start to be blotted out as a ship begins to move closer to us. As it gets closer, more details begin to emerge. It's a model CM-93D Mule hauling ship with a cargo bay attached to the bottom side by large mechanical arms, and it is as you see before you. It is the Dolus, and we push into the cockpit on A deck, where a Walter model synthetic is strapped to a chair, plugged into a console only a few feet away. The cord running to his neck releases, and the Walter's eyes open. His robotic form sort of rights itself and unstraps from the chair, then stands ready to start his day. Walter is an upgrade from the original David 8, so he looks like Michael Fassbender with short brown hair. And we watch Walter begin by eating some food, a strange oatmeal-like substance that doesn't look pleasant for humans. Walter is then seen watching a lecture on the human condition, the subject how resourceful humans can be when under extreme pressure. Walter then watches the original Planet of the Apes film, and he's ensconced by the movie. And a quote plays over the speakers in the ship: "Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for lust or greed." The quote, however, is cut off by an alert from the ship. Proximity alert. Impact in 5 minutes. Back on the bridge, Walter now surveys the vastness of space, then types in a command in the console. In the suit-up area of the ship, a single cryopod rises from the floor upright, and with a hiss, the door opens. Then we cut to the title card, Alien, the Moros Directive.
Oh my god, we're all fucked.
Yes, you
Game
are.
over, man. It's game over.
I'm optimistic. I haven't seen an alien yet.
Hey, I thought this was the Alien RPG, Cameron. Where's the alien?
Yeah, so far there's robots and humans, but I guess there's no alien in the RPG.
We do have Michael Fassbender, which is a hell of a get, so I'm willing to stick around to see where this goes.
Yeah, I was so happy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. So you all wake up from cryosleep. Your pods are upright with clear glass doors that hiss when opened. Gentle steam surrounds your view. You all undo the straps and walk out of your pods, but you feel nauseous. So I'd like a stamina skill check from each of you, please.
Stamina.
What kind of skill? Sorry.
Stamina, please. Ooh, 2 successes. Nice.
Seems
Okay.
you folks haven't been to space before in a cryo sleep situation this long. Bunch of green thumbs,
Yeah, so
green gills.
yeah, so we will introduce our characters a little bit as we sort of pan over these pods that when you are in there, they sink into the ground, and then it's like flat in the chamber. So there are 8 pods that come up. There's a crew of 8, and yeah, you all walk out of there. Oh, none of you are sick, but how are you all feeling? We'll start with the captain, Captain Sara Torez.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, how does Sara Torez present that?
She probably like inhales deeply and then kind of just starts coughing. She kind of feels a little, like, oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, you feel like it, but then it doesn't quite come up. Maybe it comes like right up to the throat, and then you're like, oh, nope, pushing that back down, and you sort of bottling it up. And then we move over to who else is here? Oh, Kurt Booker. How's Kurt doing?
Kurt has, I guess, like sat up and he's like holding onto the side of the pod, just like, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, this was so bloody unprofessional.
That's what he's worried about. That is not professional. I like that.
It's a terrible impression to give to other people as soon as you wake up as a company man to be just like sick everywhere. You gotta keep your cool, man. Keep it in your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kurt is definitely the company man for this ship. Definitely. And then we move over to who's next? Let's go to Samantha Cartwright.
I think Sam is quickly trying to find a drink. She's parched after waking up, and just kind of mutters, "Oh, give me a hangover any day."
Yeah, and you reach for a drink. Like someone's supposed to be there to give you a drink, but no one's there. And then finally we are on Everett. And how is Everett doing with his 2 successes?
Yeah, I think the steam hisses away as the cryo chamber opens. I guess it's not steam, it's cold air. And his eyes just both open fully. And he kind of like looks to the right and looks to the left. He like remembers to blink his eyes a couple of times, and then he's going to slowly stand up. Seeing everyone in other states, he's going to like very kind of nonchalantly going to go over and going to grab some drink for Samantha and say, "Here, hydration's important."
I'll take it, kind of nod, and when I've finished it, go and get another drink.
So yeah, you're on B deck in the suit up area of the ship. And when you're here, yeah, I mean Everett's getting a drink for at least Samantha, maybe more people, but it's strange because your Walter unit is supposed to be down here. Whenever you all wake up, the Walter unit, that's their job. That's his job. You know, it's a robot. It literally just, you know, serves all of you, and you don't see him anywhere in the room.
So as I'm like getting up and almost waddling over to get a drink, I'm very flush, rubbing my eyes. Where's the skin job? The skin job's supposed to be here for when we're waking up.
The skin job. Oh my god.
He's probably watching his stupid old movies.
I'll hand you a drink, but I'll give you a little bit of a distasteful look.
Damn thing's expensive. Should be doing its job.
Yeah, as you say that, the ship intercom blares, "Good morning, crew. Mother hopes you all had a pleasant sleep. Time to get to work." And we can cut to a few minutes later. You've all showered and are dressed, and now working your way to your areas. And we'll go into a few interludes as we establish the group dynamic. We'll start with Samantha Cartwright. You're in the living quarters, having just dressed for the day. How are you handling the effects of cryosleep? Do you have any rituals for waking up? Anything once you get in your, comfy clothes? Anything?
Much like myself, she'd be after coffee very, very soon. I imagine the coffee I hear not great. All
No,
sorts
it's
of preservatives
terrible.
to keep it fresh. So just occasionally sipping a coffee, grimacing, and then working up the courage to take another drink.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, it tastes dreadful. Yeah, no, does not look good. Doesn't taste good at all. And I think we're gonna go over some agendas here. So everyone except for Samantha, please deafen yourselves. Your Act 1 agenda is to observe Everett very closely. Take note of his intentions and logic. Never leave him alone.
I think I've messed that up already. I think the cryo sleep has given me a bit of a brain buzz. So I think probably see Samantha power through the last of the coffee and stand up to go and find Everett.
Yeah, you charge out of there, and we will cut to another scene real quick. I will undeafen these folks. Okay, so we were moving on to Everett.
So Everett, he's handling the effects pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
He's handing out, making sure everyone's hydrated, making sure, no one's throwing up, kind of nursing a bit of some folks back to their healthy state. He is going to go into cargo bay and just make sure that he has all the equipment that he needs to perform his duties.
Yeah, you look into the cargo bay. It's actually probably where you would go would be C deck.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say I'll shout out to Sara. I'll be like, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check on the medical supplies in cargo bay on C deck. I'll have my radio on channel 2.
Good idea.
And I'll head that way just to make sure all the medical supplies that I have for the trip are all there.
Yeah, as you're heading down, Dr. Scott Kodo stops you and says, "Hey, just meet with me in just a minute whenever you're done with that, if that's okay."
Oh, absolutely, Doctor. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm just checking up on Charlie. He's not feeling too well. So come on up whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I was just going to check on a couple of things, make sure we have the right medicine pouches for travel.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll go in and just kind of do an inventory of all that's in there just to make sure that, nothing's changed, that there's nothing been weird happening there. And then, yeah, once he's done with that, he'll go back to Dr. Scott.
Yeah, everything seems fine. There's, still supplies down there. Still.
Okay, nothing's been tampered with since the last time that I've been here. Everything's good.
No, everything looks good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah. So then you go begin work in the lab. Where's the lab? The lab is probably in the main corridor in engineering. That area, I'm pretty sure. This map doesn't have everything you need. But it has enough, right? You can kind of make do the main corridor, and engineering is also, where the mechanics would be, and then also where we would find a very impromptu sort of medical lab. Also, probably the suit up area would probably be the same.
Is the person who's currently like I guess the person who's like the corporate person who's the scheduled person is Kurt, right?
Yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, I want to send a radio to Kurt, and I'll say, Kurt, this is Radio 2 from Deck C. This is Everett. Can you read me?
We cut to Kurt, does he have like an office on the ship, or is there not enough space for that?
There's always space for an office.
Definitely not enough space for an office, but I think you will make do. You probably have taken over some part of the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the cargo bay. And this very rudimentary workstation has been set up, just like a foldable table, and there's a box with some things in it. But Kurt has a small headset on. It's kind of has like a microphone, but it's in the upright position. And it's connected by a cord to some kind of Walkman. And he's just doing a little shimmy. And that's why you're my angel. And then eventually he hears, like, probably the second or third time, whenever are you Everett?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, yes, sorry. Who's that calling me now?
It's Everett. I'm in C-Deck. I just wanted to let you know that C-Deck team is up as well. Looks like Mother woke us all up. Do you know what's going on? Have we gotten anything from her?
Don't worry about that, Everett. I'm just getting up to speed now. I'll be contacting Mother shortly, and we'll have a little ship meeting, and we'll cover everything. Don't worry, it's on the agenda.
Okay, I'm headed to the lab to help Dr. Scott.
Sure. Mind if I ask, Everett, what's your job title here?
What would my job title be? I figured I'm just like a lab assistant person.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like you're the not the chief science officer. That's Dr. Kodo, but you are the sort of second in command.
Yeah, I'm basically like I'm not a doctor, but I'm like the next person. Yeah, I'll say I am Dr. Scott Kodo's assistant.
Of course. Well, you're showing great initiative, I must say. You're the first one to contact me on this matter, and the prudence is sure to be noted in my report, so well done.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, well, I'm signing off.
Copy that. And I click it off, and then I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. And I reach down to my Walkman, and I click on resume.
Oh, God. Brown nosers, Jesus.
Yeah. So you're now in the lab with Dr. Kodo, and Dr. Kodo is a rising star in Weyland-Yutani in the company. Having just graduated from medical school, he's the youngest chief science officer in the company and has a lot to prove, especially to you. Dr. Kodo has instructed you to tend to Charlie Holm, the newest in the crew. This is his first time in cryo sleep, so he's been experiencing like chest pains and has been vomiting quite a bit. And I will have you make a medical aid test check, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
Okay, hey, success.
Success. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going straight into it. Like, instantly, like, gloves are going on. Like, I'm, just going straight into taking care of this Dr. Holmes.
No, it is, Charlie. The kid.
Oh, Charlie.
He's the youngest.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Dr. Scott is the doctor. So, yeah, okay. Charlie Holm. Okay, got it.
Yeah, Dr. Kodo just kind of, points at, Charlie when you walk in and say, "Can you please take a look at him? I'm still."
Goodness. Take it easy. Take it easy. Here, drink this. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, all right. Oh God. He drinks it. He's sweating. His hair's matted down onto his face. He hasn't really. He's not looking good, and you can tell instantly with that success. Yeah, you see that he's severely dehydrated, and he keeps choking. And then when like halfway through the drink, he kind of gags and he clutches his chest. He's like, "Oh, it hurts. You bloody well hurts. Real bad. Oh God."
You stay right there, and I'll go bring some medical stuff over to kind of assess him.
Okay. Yeah. And you get to work assessing him. Yeah. Where are you looking at?
Yeah, I want to check. I probably would check his eyes, just to see if they're like bloodshot or whatever. Just this normal response. And then he said that his chest hurt, which that doesn't sound good. I would listen to his breathing, I guess.
Yeah, his breathing sounds normal. Well, I mean, he's definitely he has a hard time calming down. You listen to his heart, and it seems to be running like actually really fast for like a normal person. And yeah, he just seems very, very stressed out. Could I have an empathy-based role from you to try and calm him down?
You could try and manipulate him or command him in some way.
Oh yeah, command would be good if you.
It's like, calm down, sir.
Yeah. I'll do command.
All right.
Take it easy.
Another success. Nice. Rolling hot.
Seems you're very dehydrated, and this is your first time in cryosleep. These effects will subside. Just you need to calm down.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Everett.
Take some deep breaths in.
He takes some deep breaths, calms down quite a bit, and his heart rate does lower quite a bit.
I want you to rest in here for a while. I'm gonna do some more examinations to make sure everything's okay, but we should have you up and running in just a little while. All right, so take it easy.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. I've got to get to work though. I was supposed to work with Walter on the and he says some kind of techno babble for engineering speak.
Right. Well, I do want to. Your heart rate's a little elevated, so I want to probably keep you here for just a little while before our meeting, and then afterwards I'll clear you off for work. But for right now, you're staying in sickbay.
All right. Yeah. Sure. And I'd like everyone except for Everett to deafen themselves as we discuss your agenda. You got a juicy one, right? Your Act 1 agenda. Begin the experiments.
Yes.
Release the human from the cryopod and ensure a crew member is impregnated by the facehugger in the other pod. But you must do so discreetly. Nobody can suspect your involvement in the experiment, or the results will be null and void.
Easy. Everett is definitely, like, every time he enters a room, he kind of stops and looks, like, all around the room and finds, like, the cameras, and then just continues walking. Like, he is definitely, like, he's making sure that, like, he knows he's, like, trying to get where everyone is at all times, where people, like, work, so he can slip by unseen.
And there's more to this as you have more information about like what has happened on the ship in the last few days. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes, you know some stuff, and that will probably be revealed a little bit later in the story. But I think we can,
and
unless you have any questions, yeah.
This Dr. Scott Kodo, the person that I'm kind of working under, I would assume that if something were to happen to him, then I would be the one in control of medicine on the ship.
Yeah, absolutely. You would be.
Because you said that he was irreplaceable, but how? Or not irreplaceable, but you said he was a rising star chief science officer in Weyland Yutani.
Yeah.
But is he expendable?
To you, yes. Everyone on this ship is expendable to you.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Because I have a feeling that there might be some people that might be getting sick soon, and I definitely want to be in charge of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to facilitate that, and you want to make sure that they get better. That's really what you want to, that's your thing, right? You want to make sure that they get better. And by better, you mean turn into.
And by better,
into an alien.
yes, yeah. And by better, yeah. I mean that they make way for new beautiful life.
Yeah. Another, or the real perfect organism, right?
Yes. Perfect specimen. I'm just rolling my eyes at all the people that are like sick or ill after being taken out of cryo sleep. I was like, oh my god, is this everyone's first time? Like, yes, you need to hydrate here, drink water. Yes, you need to, yeah. Yeah, don't get up immediately. Wait for 5 seconds.
Yeah, and you are in the suit up area. I think the suit up area would probably be better for sort of a medical place. And you're there with Dr. Kodo and Dr. Scott, and then and Charlie. And then at this point, I think this is when Samantha walks in.
Yeah, I'll stroll in and just kind of like try and look like a supervisor, moving between stations, trying to look busy.
I'll say first mate. I'll just nod my head.
Everett, you took the cryo sleep very well.
It's not my first time on one of these long sleeps. How are you feeling? Do you drink all of the water I gave you?
All the water, all the coffee, anything I could find.
Well, careful, coffee is a dehydrant, but, stay hydrated.
Whoops. What are you working on here?
Less working and more kind of taking care. Do you know Charlie? Have you met before?
I don't think so. I know him to
Anyways,
see, but
the sleep hasn't been well for everyone in the crew, so I'm just trying to keep an eye and make sure everyone's up and ready.
He really doesn't look well. He's clutching his stomach quite hard.
I'll be fine. I swear I'll be fine. I just need a bit of a light down. That's all.
We'll take care of everything here, though.
You haven't given him something for the pain or anything?
I didn't realize that you were very known in medicine. What would you recommend?
Standard med pack painkiller.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to do that. He seems to have an issue with a racing heart rate. I don't want to give him any adrenaline-based medicines right now. But I'll keep an eye on him. I appreciate the suggestion.
I think Samantha looks a little defeated and goes across the room to bother someone else for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, get out of my way. What are you doing?
All right. And then off of that scene, we are back on the bridge where I think actually we're going to move your office, Kurt, to the bridge. I think that's probably the
that
hub.
Makes more sense.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
That's kind of the hub of information, and the company man needs to be there. That's like the stock exchange of the ship, right? So you need to be there.
Yeah, so after I've done my little shimmy ritual in the cargo bay, I pick up my workstation and move all the way up to the bridge.
yeah. You're like, oh no, this won't do. And then, you walk in with Ren Fang, who is the pilot.
Mr. Fang, how are you doing on this fine morning?
I'm all right. How are you?
That's good. I'm excited to accomplish the key business objectives today.
Yeah, of course. Let me just boot up, and as he's walking in, you both notice that you see the Walter unit is inert, strapped to a chair, and charging. It's weird that he wasn't there to greet all of you from sleep. And
yeah,
it's weird to see him strapped to the chair and charging still.
I'm there in the middle of the room holding my foldable table, and I just like, would you look at this lazy bastard? And I look around, is the captain here, or is it just me and the pilot?
No, the captain is down, probably in the cargo bay. We haven't caught up with the captain quite yet. So
Sure.
there's her scene's going on at the same time as this.
Okay, fine, Mr. Fine. You see this? Walter, charging, on company time.
Yeah, he is a lazy bastard. What's going on? Wake him up. And he sits it down in the pilot seat.
I suppose it's got to be me, doesn't it? All right, you set this down over here. Yeah, all right. I put down my table, smack my hands together, and I go over to the Walter unit and I sort of put my hands on my knees and lean down in front of him. And I flick my fingers in front of his face. Walter, you in there?
I think you gotta unplug the charging cord.
What?
You gotta unplug the charging cord. Oh my god, he's
I'm not very good with
stands
tech.
up. Yeah, he stands up and he presses a few buttons on the monitor behind him, and then
After that, would you be able to help me reset my password on my personal
Oh my
computer?
God.
I forgot in the cryo sleep what it is, and I'm not very
course.
good. I don't really know what to do.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Give me a second. And he switches on a Walter. He unplugs the cord, and inside there's a little panel that he flips. He presses a button and then he flips it closed, and it then looks like indiscernible from the rest of his Walter's flesh, fake flesh, I should say. And then Walter boots up and looks confused at both of you. Why are you awake?
Walter, that's no way to greet good, hard-working Weyland-Yutani men. What do you have to say for yourself? Why are you sleeping on the job? Come on, we're wasting time.
Apologies, Mr. Booker. I am confused. And he unstraps himself and then stands up. What is required of me?
Confused. Another deficiency to add to the list. You're racking them up pretty quickly now. Look, I need you to get things underway as soon as possible, Walter. We've come out of cryo sleep, all right? I presume we're on target, with time-wise, location-wise, and all that. So I need you to get me up to speed on the latest, and just do your job.
Sir, yes. And he starts talking to you and starts rattling off different things, and you are soaking up like all of what he's saying, and as you do that, I would like to deafen everyone else and just talk to Kurt just for a moment.
I'm all ears. Well, Walter, what do you have to say?
He talks to you about he's a little confused. He gets the date wrong, and he doesn't quite. You see that there might be a difference, like a lapse in his memory, a little bit.
Oh no. Yeah, so is the date very wrong?
It's wrong by about 3 days.
Right. And is he giving us a date that's 3 days before our intended date of arrival, or 3 days after?
3 days before. So he's living in, 3 days ago, pretty much.
Jesus Christ, Walter. Need to get your chronometer checked.
Apologies, sir. That was the last memory I have.
I mean, it's just embarrassing. You're a very expensive unit. You're supposed to be an innovation on the fucking Davids. Look, when the captain gets up here, I need you to get this confusion out of your mind, all right?
Understood, sir. I will.
It's very
to the
important
captain.
work we're doing here.
Yes, I understand.
All right, glad to hear it. Consider this a warning. You won't get many of those.
He nods. And I will give you your Act 1 agenda. So you are a corporate spy.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're a company man, but not for Weyland-Yutani. It's LaSalle Bionational. So, your job, your objective here is to observe, gather intelligence, and gain trust. This is just for the Act 1. You need to walk the walk and talk the talk. Blend in, but gain actionable intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, so why... So the question here is, why was the Walter unit offline and charging? You want to be able to... You want to question everything.
Yeah, so Mr. Booker has taken his report ostensibly of the crew and the operation for Weyland Yutani, but he's got a little secret report that's probing deeper into these questions, curiosities that he lets simmer beneath the surface. And he's going to try and find out what's actually going on here.
From the... just before we move on from the bridge, you see that Ren, the pilot, it looks like, sort of cocks his head, looks at the readouts, and he's like, "What the fuck? We're not on track. We're not on course at all." And then we will move on. Yeah, we'll move on. What? And then we move on to the cargo bay, where Captain Torez is booting up the mother terminal. And like in this ship, you don't get like a walk-in mother terminal with all the lights and everything like the Nostromo. This is a very small ship. At the end of its life, I should say, and you just have like a little terminal in the cargo bay, sort of tucked off to the side. So, yeah, here's the readout. Here's all the information. You can ask a bunch of questions afterwards, but this is going to be the basic stuff, right? So you've been in hypersleep for 2 years. You're not where you are supposed to be. You're way off course. Way off course. Effectively in the middle of nowhere. And that 6 months ago, a company directive came down, and the ship changed course. You're isolated from any system by a few months of travel. And your Act 1 agenda is as follows. You're off course and in the middle of nowhere. Meet with crew and figure out a way to get back on course. The crew is your responsibility. They should follow your orders. And you are... You sort of work... Captain Torez works as sort of like... kind of like a cleaner for Weyland-Yutani. Like, you have been on a few destroyed ships before, and... You make sure that the company is not held responsible for losses, and your motivation. Get rid of
sensitive information.
Exactly. You get rid of sensitive information, and yeah, you make it all look like an accident, right? If indeed that happens, that's your job. And yeah, are there any questions for Mother?
Why were we pulled out of hypersleep? She takes a big drag of her cigarette and she bangs the monitor because it's like glitching out.
Yeah. Mother refers to the Moros Directive.
Google Moros Directive.
It tells you don't have the clearance for that.
Is anyone on this ship have clearance for that?
It says a no.
Okay. I wonder, could I I wonder if I could I hack it? Try to see if I can bypass the security clearance?
Ooh. It's gonna be difficult, but sure. Ooh, 2 successes. I like it. I like it. Yeah, so you're able to get through and see what this directive is, and it seems like it's from the science research department, but that's as far as you can get. It's pretty high up in the company, and this mother unit doesn't have all the information, but you get as far as you can in terms of like how high does this go, and it goes pretty high, really high up in corporate. Yeah.
I think maybe Dr. Koto might have heard something.
Yeah, maybe.
Would that be an appropriate assumption?
I mean, he's pretty new to the company, but he is a rising star. You know that he's a hotshot. Like he's new, but he's a favorite of the sort of corporate people. So maybe that's not a bad lead.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see what else. How far off course? Can I get an estimate?
Basically, you're isolated. Like I said, like you're isolated from any system by a few months of travel. So it's going to take you a few months just to get back on course. And that requires probably hypersleep or cryosleep.
Right. I'm not sure how resources work in this game. Like, do we have enough fuel to get back on course?
Yeah, you have enough. You certainly have enough fuel to get back on course. Yeah.
Is there any alerts that came up during our hypersleep?
Only the one, the company directive 6 months ago.
All right. I guess my first, I need to get up to the bridge and figure out what we're gonna do. I think Captain Sara comes up on the bridge, and she's kind of nonchalantly, she walks over to her captain's chair, and she sits down. She takes a big long drag, and she says, "We are SOL guys."
Yeah, I imagine everyone's in the cockpit on the bridge now.
Sorry, Captain. What does that mean for us who are not so up to date on the lingo?
We're up shit creek without a paddle.
Oh, there's no need for that language.
We are months off course.
Hang on. Months off course?
Yeah, our trajectory was changed several months back and was not corrected, and now we're months from our destination.
Well, that's simply unacceptable. This is a Weyland-Yutani mission.
Walter, how come you didn't change your course back to the original course when we deviated?
I don't understand. He set down protocols. I changed the course 6 months ago.
Because of the Moros doctrine? Directive?
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right, so we need to... all right, Rian, we need to get back on course. I need you to plug in a new trajectory to get us back to our original course.
Yeah, okay, yes, yeah, sure. It says that we're at our destination here, and he points to one of the readouts.
I look at the readout. What does it say?
It says that it basically says like new directive, and you have reached your destination, your final destination.
All right. We have, I guess. And what is it? Are we at a planet? Is it a ship? What am I looking at? What's on the reader?
No, you are effectively in the middle of nowhere. If you look at the map, there's nothing around.
I'm leaning over the captain's shoulder at this point, very intrusive of personal space. I say, Captain, would you mind if we have a few words in private, please?
She takes another big drag on her cigarette and blows the smoke in your faces. All right, Booker, let's go.
Very good. And so we'll go over to my office, and I sort of like give looks to everybody who's nearby, like just,
Yeah.
don't listen.
Come over to my office. Sits down in a chair.
Sara rolls her eyes when you say this, like.
I take out some pages from my box and, shuffle them. Who knows what's on there? And I hushedly say to you, now, Captain, this is highly irregular. If this is a directive from Weyland-Yutani, then that's one thing, but I don't know. I need you to be straight with me. What's going on here? Should we talk to Mother about this?
I already have. We were sent on this course by Weyland-Yutani.
Right. Well, you can imagine my frustration, Captain, that I wasn't looped in on this beforehand.
Well, whatever it is, it's some high levels shit.
Right. And he kind of steps back at the implication of that is that I'm not high level enough for such information. Well, Captain, if it's all right with you, I'd like to be brought back into the loop on matters such as these going forward on this mission.
Well, you know how the Home Office is. They don't like the right hand knowing what their left hand's doing.
I'm following the metaphor, all right, I suppose there's not much that can be done about it now, so,
As of this point, Booker, you know as much as I do.
Right. Fantastic.
I hate to interrupt the office time that's happening over here, but Captain, do you think there could be anything wrong with the navigation systems? I could take a look to see when this course was changed.
I don't think that's important right now. But whatever our new directives from Home Office is, we're where we're supposed to be.
I give a look at Everett. I'm behind the captain and, over his shoulder, and I give you a look that's yeah, you get on that. You follow that instinct.
Yeah, I'll look at him and I'll kind of nod my head and I'll just I'll definitely want to check the logs, because you said that the course was changed 3 months ago, and were we all, so the only person that would be out and up would be Walter. Yeah, I'm already very suspicious of the charging robot man. Yeah, I'll even say it could be. Did you notice anything weird about Walter?
I'll tell you all about Walter in a moment, and we've got some business to attend to. Samantha, did you have something to say?
I'm confused, Captain, as to how we can be where we're supposed to be when there's nothing around us for miles in every direction. I mean, are we expecting to be picked up out here?
I have no clue.
It certainly sounds to me like there's been some sort of mistake, and we've gone to the wrong place because of a missed input or an incorrect coordinate.
Oh no, Miss Cartwheel, that's not the case at all. It's
Cartwright.
I stop and I looked at my pad. I looked at my pad and I say, "Oh, so it is." Right. Well, Miss Cartwright, there's actually been a slight change of plans, but it's all above board on the Weyland-Yutani side. It's a directive that comes from up high.
Charlie starts coughing.
You got something to say, Greenhorn?
No, he's kind of clutching his chest, and he's
Hang on.
coughing, spittering, and sputtering, and
It's okay. Calm down.
He's in pain.
Try to take a deep breath if you can.
Mr. Holm, if you have a dispute to lodge with the Weyland-Yutani directives, you can lodge an official one at my office here.
I can't breathe. Oh my god.
I told you to give him painkillers.
Is he going is he actually having a serious, he's not overreacting? He's actually having a serious thing where he can't breathe?
Yeah, sure. It looks like he's clutching his chest. He's one hand is on his chest, one hand is on his windpipe, and he's having a hard time, catching his breath.
I run over to my chair and I tap the intercom and I say, "Dr. Kodo to the bridge."
Kodo's already there, but
everyone's on the bridge. Okay,
Kodo attends to him, and
He's not getting any air to his lungs. I'm gonna open up a passageway. Someone hold him down.
What are you doing? Hold on. Open a passageway. Stop. This is Dr. Kodo. Stop. We just need to. Hold on. Lift his legs first. I'm not sure. He might be going into shock here, and he starts treating for shock, and he's
not going into shock. He can't breathe.
Please stop this. Stop. There's no need to bicker here. And you see that Dr. Kodo, for a moment, he sweat starts to sort of moisten his brow line, and he wipes it away, and then it goes back to attending Charlie. And
is Charlie breathing at all at this point?
He's very, very sharply. He has very sharp gasps, and then
Dr. Kodo, I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, but he is not going to be able to breathe very soon. We need to open a passageway.
Hold on, let me try something. Are you suggesting a tracheometry or tracheometry? I don't know. Cameron doesn't know the word, but
I'm doing a trigonometry right now.
Yes.
Is he suggesting a trigonometry?
Are you suggesting trigonometry right now? Just pretend I said the right word.
Yeah, I don't know. If he can't breathe, we need to open a passageway. And I hold up a big needle.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, and he
hold him down.
Does Sam hold him down?
Yeah, I was about to chip in when I could and do so.
Okay, yeah. You try and hold him down. He is kind of it's not a seizure, but he is sort of spasming and stuff. But he still seems alert and aware. And the doctor kind of does some CPR.
CPR. Oh my God.
He's not having a heart attack.
And after a moment, something comes out of his mouth, something flies out of his mouth, and then he can breathe all right, and he's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that was," and he's breathing again.
What the hell was that?
I was choking or something. Oh, and he spits out. He had chewing tobacco in his mouth, and he spits it out. He vomits again. And Dr. Kodo was just like, "Oh my God." Right.
Mr. Holm, do you know that you might have violated a few company policies by taking chewing tobacco into your cryopod?
Oh, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought we would, it's the only way that would sort of still be good when we woke up.
I mean, this is just unheard of.
My face is in my hands. I'm just I'm surrounded by idiots. Oh my God.
I think Sara starts laughing.
I'm sorry, everyone. Scared the shit out of me.
Charlie, newest member, you're not making a very good first impression now, are you?
I'm sorry, Booker. Can I get to work? Looks to the captain.
Hey, if you feel up to it, yeah, go ahead, dumbass.
Oh, all right, I will do. And he's part of the maintenance crew, so he will work primarily with Walter. Walter is usually engineering that area, but he also just fills in wherever need be.
I'm giving Dr. Scott a bit of a dirty look, you just were kind of panicking there and not doing anything. What? Come on.
Is this the first time I've had Dr. Kodo on my ship?
Yeah. And that actually reminds me, all of you can gain a panic from that little interaction.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, this is the first time that you've had
stress?
Kodo. Or yes, a stress, not a panic. Yes, a stress. Okay. You haven't panicked yet.
Would this be
also,
an
how
appropriate
dare
time
you do that
for
fake
me?
out with chewing tobacco, you ass.
Oh yeah, I wonder how many groups.
I was so
are
confused because I was like, "What's going? He can't. No, what's happening here?"
Yeah, I wonder how many groups straight away are like, "We gotta cut him open. It's definitely a chest burster." Just completely metagaming, and then they find out, and they're like, "Uh-oh."
Oh.
But, would this be an appropriate time for me to use observation to sort of see, particularly that relationship between Dr. Scott Kodo and Everett, the junior lab assistant, which is definitely your title.
I'm the chief scientific officer, all right?
Yeah.
It just hasn't been approved. It hasn't been approved yet.
I was looking at our ERP systems, and it has you as a junior. Yes, lab assistant, so that's what I'm gonna call you.
Yes, lab assistant, whatever it is. Listen, I'm supposed to be... For this mission, I was assigned under the supervision of Dr. Kodo, but if you'll excuse me, I didn't see much action you were attempting. I figured if one of us were trying to save his life, then I would take a stab at it.
Yeah, Dr. Kodo, can I talk to you privately for a minute?
Yes, Captain. Sure. Sort of pats down his hair a bit.
Yeah, we don't have to go into private chat. I just,
Okay.
I take him out of the hallway outside the cockpit, or the bridge, and I'm like, all right, son, he says, I know you're new at this, but I need you to, grow a pair of balls.
Excuse me, Captain?
He says, I can't have my chief medical officer freezing up on me in an emergency like that.
I'm sorry, Captain. I've had a lot of experience in simulations, but the real thing is it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yep, that's always the case. Just next time, try to keep your head.
Yes, Captain.
Is there any crew member that's not, because I assume all the crew members are here. Are there any that are still in cryo sleep or any that aren't showing up?
No. No, you're all awake.
Everyone's here?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool.
So it's the
one more
four of you, Walter, Dr. Kodo, Charlie.
But you could ask him.
Could you step into my office?
Wait, who's asking me? The captain or wait?
While the captain has stepped away with the senior lab guy, I'm calling you into my office.
Yeah, I pick up. By the way, the thing that flew out of his mouth, I'm going to find that and with a glove, pick it up and sanitize the floor.
Okay.
I'll put it in a little bag. Yes, one moment. Yes.
Now, Everett, I won't take up too much of your time. I just want to state that I'm not trying to get on your case. I understand that the moments after awakening from cryosleep and getting to grips with the change in the mission plan is rather stressful, but I do have to impress upon you the importance of following the chain of command. And you just can't be going around questioning your superior's orders, his intentions, his plans. You know, it's a dangerous business for you to be at that.
Yes, I suppose I'm not used to being the junior lab assistant. I apologize.
Yes.
That was...
Oh, no hassle, no worries about it at all. I just thought I'd impress it upon you. And look, I'm on your side here. If you want to, lodge complaints with your superior or even, and I'll lean in a bit, even get the roles reversed a little bit in due time, then I'll be on your side. I'll be backing you up for that, but we just have to do it by the books.
I think I understand what you mean.
Very good now.
If you'll excuse me, I need to sanitize.
Oh yes, I have a lot of work to be at as well. I sit down with my papers.
So, is Walter free to go from the cockpit and get to work?
Yeah, I think I look up from my papers after having just started, and I say, "Well, Walter, are you not going to get to work?"
Apologies, I was waiting for an official order. I will get to work.
Consider this your official order. Start making up for lost time.
Yes, Mr. Booker. And he sets off to work.
I give a look at Samantha, can you believe these androids?
I look at him with disgust and I kind of vaguely follow the direction everyone else has left.
I take that as a sign of agreement. Like you're disgusted with the android. Like, oh Jesus.
So what is everyone doing now?
I just wanted to ask Dr. Koto about if he knew about the Moros Directive.
Does he know about the Moros Directive? He kind of cocks his head and looks at you confused. No, should I know about that?
Well, you've, you just, you're new in the company, kind of a rising star. I didn't know maybe you had heard something around the upper floors of the corporate office.
No, I haven't.
All right, okay, that's all.
Well, understood. I'll get back to my, back to work.
All right, and then I'll head back to the bridge.
I would like to open up my personal computer with the Weyland-Yutani logo on it and put in my password perfectly, and then connect to the ship's systems and try and peruse like the ship logs, particularly around Walter and his activities on the ship. Perhaps this would be a comtech role.
Sure, yeah, make one of those rolls. Sure.
All right.
Whoa.
Ooh, nice. A 6 on both, and on your stress die. Wow, nice. Yeah, you get a decent amount of information. You figure out he usually does a report, every cycle or so, every rotation, whatever they use for days out here. And he's been studying a lot. The Walter units are very interpersonal androids. They are designed after the sort of terrible David 8 that was a little too human-like, a little too weird. They were designed to not have any sort of creative thought. And so he just follows orders, but he does sort of watch, he studies human behavior, the human condition. He watches some movies he puts in his report. It's a very robust, and very, very boring report of everything that happened.
Yeah, so I guess I'm like trawling through this,
Mm-hmm.
Head in my hands, just like flicking through, and I'm trying to find anything unusual, any activities that are outside of this routine.
Yeah, so you read about like 6 months ago, company, he basically reports that he changed course to this location that you're in now, and he does not note anything about it. He doesn't comment on it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at this, and it's, if we're looking at my face, we've got the light of the monitor, cast on my face. You can see some of the text and the green light, and I'm just furrowing my brow, like, what the hell?
What are you looking at there, Booker?
Just looking at Walter's logs, making sure he was a good busybody, and it looks like he was. Just what do you make of the Walters? If you've ever had contact with the David, they were a bit too creepy, human like they were. The Walters are a step down in that regard, but I don't know. This one seems lazy.
No, I'm pretty sure whatever happened, he's been either wiped or he's playing dumb.
Playing dumb? That would suggest some kind of, I don't know, malicious agenda.
Yeah, it would.
Captain, I'm rather appalled to hear you speak of the Weyland-Yutani assets in that way. Sure, they're lazy, and sure, they might not be all that reliable, but they wouldn't go against us like that.
I've seen some stuff in my day, Booker.
Right, well, if you say so, Captain, far be it from me.
All right, Sam.
Yes, Captain?
We got to figure out why our ships stopped here. I don't think we're good. I'll look at Rin. I'll be like, "Are we able to set a new trajectory and leave yet?"
Shrugs and says, "Yeah, sure. But we're gonna need an override from the company.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Yeah, we're not supposed to leave here. It just says destination. We're at our destination. We're gonna need a new directive or something."
Hey, could I make a skill roll to? I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay.
I was looking at the cargo bay B, I think on deck B. There's another cargo area.
Yes, there's C deck, which is that if you
C deck.
see the exterior of the ship, it is that sort of orange container that's held with arms. It's completely detachable from the rest of the ship.
Yeah, I want to kind of check in there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that like everything is where it should be. Because if Walter hasn't moved around, actually, wait, does Walter have access to all the cargo areas?
Yeah, he has access to every part of the ship.
Where is he currently?
He would be down in probably engineering with Charlie, and I think you would probably be able to catch them going down there to the C deck. They're on their way.
I want to get that chief medical officer to get hugged with the face hugger.
Okay, yeah.
Do I know that like as soon as I take her out of cryo sleep, like the human that's in the cryopod in there, that like there will be I guess I'm a little confused on what my objective is.
Let me explain everything. There we go. So 6 months ago, there was this covert Weyland-Yutani research facility. And it had been doing research for years, right? But 6 months ago, it went completely nuclear. And they ejected basically 4 pods that are all connected in one unit. And they ejected that and then gave this ship the directive to pick it up. 3 days ago, you made contact, you picked it up, you put it in the cargo hold, and you and then you went back to sleep to pretend like, you've been asleep this whole time. And now you have your directive. And there is a woman in one of them. There is one that's covered in bloodstains that has a face hugger in it. There is, let me look at my notes. Yeah, so there's a woman in one. There's medical supplies in another, like syringes, med packs, and some vacuum-sealed face huggers as well in there. I'm giving you all the information. When we actually get in there, you will have all the information. You'll know everything, but everyone else will be kind of like flying blind.
Yeah, I think what I want to do then is I want to go in there and like discover, whoa, hey guys, do we have extra cargo, and then like kind of bring everyone in, and then we can just kind of go from there. And before anyone gets there, I think I'll open the one with the face hugger.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not gonna attack me because I'm a synth.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go in, swipe my card and enter, and then the one that has the face hugger in it, I'm going to open it, and then I'm just kind of scoot it out, and then I'm gonna shut it closed again, and then I'm gonna radio to them.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
Oh,
There's
it's nasty.
It is nasty.
So bad.
There's a human.
Oh, no.
There's a human female in one of them. There's medical supplies that some of these syringes in there have this black substance that is also like deadly stuff. They used this stuff on like humans, on animals, and it makes them sort of transform into strange creations, right?
Maybe I should take those two before anyone comes here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take the syringes and I'll let out the face hugger, and then I'll close them back and be like, "Oh, hey."
Okay.
Should you?
Yeah.
Can you have me make a roll or something so that the other players don't know?
Yeah. Make some kind of roll. Okay. That was definitely
Okay,
a roll.
cool.
A success, I guess. Yeah, so the face hugger takes a bit to wake up. So do you want to wait until it wakes up? Or do you want
No,
to
I'm just going.
plop it somewhere?
Honestly, I'll pick it up and like plop it somewhere in a dark corner while
Gotcha.
it's waking up. Oh, this is great. Okay,
This
all
is
right.
amazing.
I'm gonna go back.
Okay. Yeah, and then that was the one that was covered in blood on the inside. And you yeah, oh shit, someone else is rolling. Oh no, you're rolling. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there was a woman, medical supplies including those syringes that you have. There was some kind of container. It's usually used in colonization efforts. It has like fetal embryos, that kind of stuff. Very, very small fetuses. They're all face huggers. And then the one with the face hugger in it that was covered in blood. So, okay, yeah. All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy, here we go. It's about to kick off.
I think I open up comms to the captain, and I say, Captain, Priority 1, this is Everett on Cargo C. You want to get down here and look at this?
I say, okay. All right. Sam, you got the bridge, and I'll head down.
Oh, hang on, Captain. What's Everett doing on Deck C?
I'm about to find out.
All right. Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, you can come along.
Do I have to stay here?
If you want to come, yeah, I guess. I'll leave Rian in charge.
Captain, bring Dr. Kodo. Quickly. There's a medical emergency.
All right, I will. Dr. Kodo, please get your ass down to Cargo Bay C ASAP.
I think a little uncharacteristically, I will probably run ahead of everyone else to try and get down.
Someone's eager.
Yeah, you are now in the Independent Ejectable Cargo Module, otherwise known as C-Deck.
Whoever enters the door first, I'm gonna say, I think she's still breathing. We need to get Dr. Kodo.
What are you talking about, Everett? Who?
I'm standing over a cryopod that has a woman inside of it.
Yeah, there is, in the middle of the chamber, there is a bleach white Weyland-Yutani cryopod with 4 pods, and it's one unit and they're all attached.
What does the bio monitor say?
What is the test, the interaction with? No, it would be Comtech.
Comtech?
Yeah, that one.
Well,
Oh, wow. You have not rolled a failure once so far. It's amazing. So yeah, when you you look at the readout, and it says Jessica Shaw, age 31, science officer, Weyland-Yutani, and it says the pod only has 3 hours left of power.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's get her out.
Wait, hang on. Does anyone know what's going on here?
Everett, this is all part of the new directives. And I'm looking down at my pad, trying to see if this was on the manifest.
I think you also probably want to see this, and I point towards the one that's the cryo that's right next to her, the one that's covered in blood.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There's one that is Yeah, completely like inside where this woman is laying. She's very pristine, sort of arms crossed. This other one, it looks like a blood bomb went off. There's smeared blood all over the cushion, all over the glass. It's hard to really see inside of it.
Okay, so just for clarity on what we're seeing, so we're in the cargo hold. Are these pods out in the open, or were they in a container?
So these pods are not native to this ejectable cargo module. They are strapped down to the ground with like cargo or what is it?
Restraint.
Like with restraints, and they were not here when you set off.
Okay.
I guess this is I guess this is what we were supposed to pick up at this spot.
Dr. Kodo enters and is very curious. He looks at the pods and he's kind of
I'm like ready to jump the gun, but I remember that conversation that I had with Kurt Booker, and so like I'm trying to like wait for the order, whatever. But I'll say I'm like waiting for him basically. Like I want to open it up, but I'm resisting the urge.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, like the one to the woman, right?
Yeah, the one to the woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he goes down there. What's going on? What is this?
Dr. Kodo.
She probably has 3 hours, maybe 2.5 left. There's a woman in here. She's been in cryo.
Who the hell is she?
Can I see anything on the reading about how long she's been like in cryo?
Make another not comm check. What is it?
Medical aid?
Medical aid would do. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, we're
Nice
doing
rolls.
really good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, looks like she's been in there for like 6 months.
Oh, this is gonna be okay. All right. We should take her to the medical area before we open it.
Oh, that certainly seems like a prudent decision. But before we do, shall we take a look at this tragic figure here in this other pod? Dr. Kodo, what's your assessment of this?
Oh, Jesus. Everyone who looks at this pod, who investigates it, gains a stress die.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting up close to it and just like eyes wide.
Yeah, you definitely gain a stress die.
This is certainly not part of the plan.
If the pod doesn't detach, then I will procure a stretcher from the medical area to get her out of the pod and on a stretcher.
Yeah, so all four are together, and you can't move it like through the ship. So yeah, you would have to get a stretcher.
Okay, got it. So it doesn't like detach. So yeah, okay, I'll get a stretcher. And I'll say I'll look at the other people and I'll say, don't touch anything. I'll be back. Oh, you know what? Actually, who's the captain?
Sara.
Sara.
Torez.
Captain, could you help me procure the stretcher?
Okay.
And what's everyone else doing as they run off?
I'll shut the door, and as I leave.
Yeah, so I'm like staring at the bloody pod, and I say, Miss Cartwheel, would you mind taking a look at the systems here, see if there was any unexpected failures?
I would mind actually. Booker, you say this isn't part of the plan, but you insist that there's a plan in place. None of us seem to know what's going on. And whenever someone pulls you up on it, you look at that little data pad and insist everything's going to plan, yet everything so far has shocked you. I need to know what's going on.
I slowly like tear my eyes away from the bloody pod, and then I swallow hard and I lift up my pad and I turn it around and it's blank. It's nothing on it. And I say,
You don't have the security clearance to see it. There's stuff on here. You just can't.
Is your datapad dead?
No, it's very much working. I'm in the dark. All right? I'm in the dark.
What else?
You're just gonna go along with it?
I have to. What else am I gonna do? If the Weyland-Yutani representative on the ship throws a fucking fit, that'll be my job. Listen,
Okay.
the captain doesn't seem to take matters like this incredibly seriously. That's just an impression I've got. I haven't worked with them too long, but I can tell that you're one who, you're as shaken by this as I am. So I think we need to, I don't know, just have each other's backs on this, all right?
Okay. Right, well, if you can figure out how to turn that datapad on, do you know how to text me?
I believe I can figure that much out.
Okay. Just.
Do I need an app for that?
No, it should be on the first thing that comes up. Just
Right.
contact me if there's anything weird going on. I thought it was weird as well. Like, I've run a lot of jobs and this does not resemble any of them, and the captain is just shrugging everything off as though it's normal.
Yeah, that's what concerns me the most. Aside from, just look at the pod again.
Like, as you gesture to it, I like swing in the other direction. Like, I really do not want to process that.
Okay.
I'm just glad there's someone else who might be sane on board at the moment.
Aye, me too. Just have to put on a brave face and figure out what the fuck is going on. Pardon my language.
Okay. You stay here and look after these guys. I'm going to see what's taking the other so long. And I'll hurry off.
Okay.
Hey, actually,
Mhm.
so when I shut the door, can I lock it from the outside?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can seal it. Sure.
Yeah, none of you are fucking leaving because this is contaminated space. You can radio me.
But when you go to the door, it's locked.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Sam, something up with the door?
I'll try and comlink Everett if I can.
Yes, this is Everett.
Did you do it while I was there, or did you try to like?
No, I told you. I said like before we leave, I shut the door.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So you locked it, but like I would notice you locking it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd notice. Yeah, you'd.
Yeah,
notice
and I
me
would be
locking
like,
it.
"What the fuck, Everett? What are you doing?"
Did you see that blood in there? It's contaminated space. You're the only one that hasn't interacted with the pod. Until we understand what happened here, we need to keep everyone in an isolated zone. If you disagree, I can break protocol, but that is protocol.
All right, I'll defer to you on this one, Everett, and I'll radio. Yeah, when you guys.
We need to
try the
get
door.
that stretcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain
I'll-
says, "Hey, Sam, Booker, just and Coda and Scott, you guys just hang tight for a sec. We'll be right back."
Why is the door locked?
Everett seems to think that the unit's contaminated, and
But you've already broken quarantine, Captain.
we're the only ones who didn't interact with the pod.
I didn't
Interact? We didn't fucking touch the thing.
I'm pretty sure it is. Booker, I saw you walk right up to that bloody pod.
I walked next to it, unless you're telling me the blood's gone airborne.
We don't know yet.
This is unacceptable. Everett, you're the first one to find this thing. Why aren't you in here with us?
I didn't touch anything or walk up to anything. I just stood where I was.
Are you serious?
That's why I said to be careful, but you all wanted to run in and look at the... Listen, we'll be down with the stretcher in a little bit, and I'll have disinfectant for everyone.
I'm gonna make an observation. Can I make an observation to see if he's like full of BS?
Sure. Wow.
I mean, if you want to read into me, I'm probably doing like I'm a bit of an asshole. Like I'm definitely overreacting. Like this, I'm definitely
Okay, that's kind of what I was like. Is is he got it? Like, is it like, is he maliciously lying? Like, oh no, they're all contaminated. We got to keep them in there, or is he like just kind of overreacting? And I think Torez is like, okay, it's like I think this is probably a bit of an overreaction, but it's not gonna hurt anyone if they just hang out there for 10 minutes. All right, let's go get the stretcher.
If you doubt me, you can ask the doctor and see what he thinks. I was just following the protocol.
All right, we're wasting time here. Let's go.
I agree.
Back in the independent ejectable cargo module, Dr. Kodo is like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We need to leave. Why did he lock the door?
Dr. Kodo?
They're both
calm
already
yourself.
they're both already infected. Like we're all infected.
There's no bloody infection, all right?
There is a
The
bloody
pod-
something in that pod. Oh
The
my
pod
God.
is fucked. The person in there is fucked, all right? But we're fine out here, okay? Don't be ridiculous. That
Guys.
is all just...
Please, I'm trying to concentrate. Am I able to contact the door? Can I splice it from this side?
Ooh. You can try. Yeah. As you're
Okay.
doing this, Dr. Kodo sort of walks over into like one of the dark corners. He's pacing back and forth, and he's obviously stressed, running his hands through his hair. All that.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right.
What? 3 successes. Yeah, you are able to unlock it, and as it hisses open, you hear Dr. Kodo scream, and then something muffles his voice as he now is. As you turn around, he's now like writhing on the ground, and there is something that is wrapped around his head and his face. He's trying to get it off of it. It's like latching on to him. And yeah, now he's writhing on the ground. I need both of you. You'll both take a point of stress as you see this.
Oh God, what the fuck?
Get it off of me, please! God, what the...
Bloody, I fucking, what the fuck?
Okay, let's go. We'll come back for him.
I'm like frozen for a second, and I look down at my pad, and like I'm like trying to like get to Walter on my comms, like fucking Android will clean this up.
What's going on?
Walter, get down to the cargo bay. There's a fucking thing on his fucking fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, you hear him up there. What are you two doing down in the module?
I'm on the other side of the door, ready to close it, and I'm like staring at Booker. Just want to know, I have the talent watchful, so can I make an observation check to see if anything is coming to jump on my face?
Sure, yeah.
Could I also do observation in this
Yeah.
situation?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So it says I
By
get
the way,
a
on your,
Stress.
on your successes there on the Comtech, by the way, you can kind of bank. One of the stunts is to bank +1 to a later related roll.
Okay.
So if you want to have like an in on the system, you could have that for Comtech later.
Okay. So, yeah. So, oh wow. Yeah, you succeed quite well. But we'll first go with Kurt Booker, who got a failure. And yeah, he got another face hugger. So you are just freaking out. You are completely panicked. You've never seen like anything like this. And you're just like standing at the door. I think you probably just close the door instantly. And
Okay.
yeah, for Booker, and then
You get a
Samantha.
panic. You got a panic.
I believe you do get a panic. Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna
Okay,
make
so
it.
what does that mean
think-
for me? It looks like it did the panic roll.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did
automatically.
So when you say I close the door, am I still inside the cargo hold? Or have I just
No.
gotten outside?
No, you just
Okay,
got
okay.
outside of it. Yeah. Yeah, you just got outside of it.
And as the door is closing, I'm still cursing and babbling in this like super loud, probably hurting Sam's eardrums.
Yeah, it's definitely a jump scare for anyone else in the ship. Yeah. But with Samantha Cartwright, you are able to observe it. Dr. Kodo is still writhing on the ground as you look in there, but and it has some sort of appendage wrapped now around Kodo's neck.
Okay, but there's nothing else. Nothing jumping for us as we flee.
Not as you flee. No.
Okay.
You seem to be free and clear.
Anyway, so we're getting this stretcher.
Yeah. So, Everett and the captain, you are out getting that stretcher. What are you all? We'll jump just about 2 minutes in the past.
I mean, I figured I'm just getting the stretcher, and I'll grab any like disinfectant things, a medical kit, and then just start heading my way down. Back down.
I'm not like stopping you, but I'm just like, as we're going and I'm kind of helping you get this up. I'm like, what were you doing down there in the cargo bay, Everett?
I was checking for medical supplies.
Okay, I know a professional.
That's in my job listing. When we wake up from sleep, I need to make sure that we have rations and medical supplies for everyone.
That's the cargo hold for the raw ore. That's not where we keep medical supplies.
There's a supply of medicine in the cargo bay C. Like there's medicine stuff in there, right? Didn't you say that there's like little like tiny? Oh, or did you say that was in the pods?
Yeah. There were you saw like some syringes and stuff in the pods, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, there was just the 4 pods in there.
But that thing was not here when we went into hypersleep. How did you know it was down there?
I was just checking all the cargo bays.
That's not an answer.
I don't know what to tell you, but we need to get this medicine down there if we want that girl to be alive.
And at this point, you get jump scared by the Booker's comms.
Jesus fucking Christ!
What the hell's going on down there?
Yeah, and you run over there. Walter is now in the cargo bay with you all, and looking down at the ladder.
Walter, did we pick anything up when we stopped to change course?
Negative.
You're a fucking liar, Walter. You're a fucking liar.
We didn't pick anything up when we changed course.
Well, there's something in the cargo hold now.
Curious.
Curious? It's a fucking understatement.
What is it? What is in there? What's in the cargo hold?
There's a thing in there, and it's got it's fucking tendril around Dr. Kodo's neck.
I'm like,
What's happening?
I mean, you are just. I think you're in the same room. Can you all see the same map? Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
It was panned over. I can see now.
Yeah. So the medical center is probably here in the suit up area, and then this door that Sam's by right here. That
goes
leads down to the other module.
Yeah.
Everett, you locked us in there with that.
Why did you break quarantine?
Why
Can I shove him?
Yes.
Yeah, I really want to shove Everett like square in his chest and be like, "Did you know that thing was down there?"
I get shoved back into, I guess, some boxes or crates or something. And I say, "What thing? What did you see?"
Something on Koto's face.
In one of the cryopods?
No, on his face. Why would he be in a cryopod?
It's fucking killing him right now, little demon.
Well, what the fuck are you standing here for? And I'm gonna take my med kit and I'm gonna go down the ladder.
What, Captain?
What are you babbling about, Brooker?
I'm babbling about Dr. Kodo's fucking dying.
All right, let's. I was like, well, why did you leave him down there?
What the fuck? I like put my hands up like, what?
Yeah, I'll open the door and try to run in, and I guess is he still struggling and stuff?
Yeah, he's still, actually, just as you get down there, you actually see that he is, completely inert.
I go down there too. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, we've definitely broken quarantine now.
Average bloody hypocrite. Sorry, you go, right?
Hypocrite! I was the one to get medical supplies. I said that we should keep everything sealed away.
You broke quarantine. You were the first one in here, and you were the first one to fucking leave.
I was not infected.
What are you going on about an infection? There's a fucking thing! I it finally occurs to me that I should get my gun. I'm like...
Yeah, it's on your person, I think.
Yeah,
Doctor,
I open up my
can you hear
bag
me?
and I pull out the gun. Just looking at it.
Oh, Booker, what are you doing?
Need to be ready for anything.
2 hours left on pod power. It says something like that on the pod, but it sounds better.
Shit.
All right, Sam, you go up and get another stretcher for Kodo over there. I guess for the woman in Shaw, I think her name is in the pod. Let's get Kodo up to the medical bay.
Yeah, can I make a medical aid to try to just figure out, or can I just tell that he's still breathing and stuff? He's just not responsive.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take a medical examination to tell that. Yeah, he's not really responsive. He's lying there on the ground. This thing is wrapped now. You can see it clearly, and you all know what a face hugger looks like. But this is it has red streaks in it on its skin, and its tail is wrapped now, choking, sort of holding on to, I guess, the throat of Dr. Kodo. And then this thing is now, its whole body is pressed up against his face, and it looks like he can't breathe. Looks like he has no facility to breathe, like it's now strangled him.
We need to get out of here. There might be more of these things. I don't know what protocol is anymore, because now... Captain, what do we do?
I mean, is he dead?
He's not. But I don't know... I mean, I could try operating. I need my scalpel and equipment from the laboratory.
Well, let's get the fuck up to the medical bay.
Let's just rip the damn thing off his face.
No. We don't know what this
Why not?
is. We don't know anything about this thing, this specimen, whatever this is. We don't know anything about it. We need to examine it first. Study it. All right? That's what I do. I study things. We need to figure out how to get this thing off safely.
God damn it, Sam, I told you to go get a stretcher.
She has 2 hours left in the pod. We have one stretcher to bring this guy up now. Prioritize, guys.
Okay, get him on the stretcher. Someone help me lift him. Don't touch it. Try not to touch it.
Yeah, I'll help you lift Kodo onto the stretcher.
Walter's in the back, and he'll help you as well if need be. And if
I would actually, if Walter's in the back, put a hand in front of him and say, Walter, you stick by me now.
Well, I look over
We've
and I
always
go,
been friends, you and I.
I say, I was gonna have Walter check for any more of these things, but maybe you can help him. And I throw you a flashlight.
Everett, is there any reason to believe that the woman in cryostasis would be unstable if we were to enter hypersleep now?
I don't. I mean, 6 months isn't that long to be in hypersleep. I guess we could try waking her, but I don't want to wake her up in here. I want to wake her up in the medicine place.
Well, we got to pull her out of the pod here,
Yeah.
so she's going to be woken up regardless.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I say go ahead for it. Shit. Yeah.
All right, Sam, open the pod.
I'll do that. Fine. I never took a stress point for staring at the bloodied one. Will I get one now for being that close to it?
Yeah, and you should have also gotten a stress from the facehugger wrapping around Kodo.
There, all right. Up to 4 stress. Is there any check involved in opening the cryopod, or is it familiar stuff?
No, not at all. Yeah, you can easily open it up. It sort of, open.
Yeah.
The door opens up, and the woman remains sort of motionless just kind of remains motionless.
All right, Everett, you get Kodo up to the medical bay and see what you can do, and we'll bring her up when she wakes up.
I'm not gonna let Everett go anywhere alone. I don't trust him anymore. So I'll try and follow him.
Who's watching the woman in the pod?
I am.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if she's breathing or not, so you kind of have to get a little close. And then as you get close enough, she jump scares you. She reaches up and grabs your arm, and she very hoarsely says, "We need to get out of here. They're coming for us, please. Please, we need to leave."
Calm down. You're not. Who are you? Your name is Shaw, right?
Yes. She vomits. She just hurls all over your boots, and like the bottoms of your pants, and she starts to climb out of the pod shakily. She has the typical thing that you wear when you're in a pod. So she has like this, white wrapping around her breast and her waist, and she's very shakily. You need to kind of support her. She does not look well, sweating, even though she was just frozen.
Okay, yeah, I'll give her a moment to compose herself.
I don't. I say, still pistol in hand, I'm not pointing it at anybody, but I'm just kind of shaking a bit, and Walter's next to me. I say, Jessica Shaw, are you a Wayland Yutani employee? What is your directive?
Yes, science research. She grabs her chest. Oh.
With the objective of what? Why are you in that pod?
It's classified. I can't talk about any of it.
I think we're way beyond classified here, Rebecca.
Jessica.
But yeah. Jessica, sorry.
My name's Jessica.
I'm bad with names.
No, I just... Do you have any water?
Yeah. I pull out a pouch and I give it to her.
Okay, yeah, she downs it. She downs the entire water bottle in one gulp, and then she stands there for a minute, and then just a geyser of that water comes right back up, and she starts choking almost, and she leans on the closed pod and kind of slips a little bit, but she's now putting most of her weight on there. And
yeah, I grab her arm to support her.
Yeah, okay. And
did any chewing tobacco come out when she
No chewing tobacco was in there, no.
Jessica Shaw, who is your partner? Who's in the other pod?
Who's in the other? I don't know. They put me in here as a failsafe in case everything was going wrong. I was the only...
A failsafe for what? What went wrong?
Failsafe for the facility, for the Odin facility. It was supposed to... Oh, I shouldn't even be telling you this. We need to get as far away from here as possible. And she's having a hard time catching her breath.
Yeah, I was like, well, we all right, let's try to get you up to the I guess the what would you call it, the cantina?
Yeah, sure. It'd be the living quarters.
Yeah, the living quarters. I'll put her arm over my shoulder and I'll let her put her weight on me and I'll help her to the...
Yeah, I'll follow behind, but just before I leave, I want to just take one last look and see, where did that fucking thing come from? Did it break out of the bloody pod? Is there any evidence of that?
Make an observation roll, I guess. Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, and that 3 was your panic.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no.
But the person who has a gun gets a nervous twitch. Love that.
Like something falls over, and I'm like, oh,
Love
Jesus!
it.
And I point the gun.
Okay. Yeah. You panic. You look over there. You can't. You just get panicked when you look over, and you don't really get a good look at him. You don't get a good look of like where this thing is coming from. So you're just kind of pointing your gun wildly in every direction.
Yeah, his heart's beating like super fast. He's getting very sweaty and just not really able to focus on anything there. And he just hurriedly gets out of there and shuts the door and locks it.
All right. Yeah. You've sealed Kodo to his fate. Is anyone staying down there with him? There's also Walter is in the mix.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was taking Kodo to the medical bay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
me-
That's right.
so
Yeah.
I was taking him, and then Sam was following me.
Yeah, I presume I helped rather than just walk beside him.
Yeah, like you helped me get him on the stretcher, and
Yeah.
they're gone. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you take him up to the living quarters. It has a little med suitcase thing there, so I guess that would be a good spot for it as well. Yeah, and this thing's still wrapped around him. And I think shortly afterwards, the rest of you, the other two, come up with the woman from the pod.
I know this is a very small ship, but is there any way at all that I could, like, have them, like, I want to, like, work and be trying to, like, figure out how to take this thing out off of him, but I don't want everyone around it in case it, like, decides to, I don't know, do something to us. So, like, is there any way that I could set up, like, a quarantine kind of, like, safe room?
Not as
shit.
effective as you would want, but sure, you probably could. But again, if you lock off, like if you go in the living quarters and you seal that off, then that means that no one can get to the cockpit, and that Ren, the pilot, is stuck in there.
Yeah, I just explained it to Captain. I say I need a safe, sterile place to work.
I don't think there's any spot on the ship that's would be medically sterile, but maybe you want to go to the cockpit to floor B.
I really don't want
How
to
about
have
the
it in
suit
the
up
suit.
area?
The airlock could also work.
The airlock, yeah.
Let's do the airlock.
Do you want anyone else with you while you're in
I
there?
probably need someone.
Charlie's
to
also-
help me. I mean, no, not the robot.
Charlie's not the robot.
Who's looking the least
the old
stressed right now?
Probably the captain, but she's busy with Shaw.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
shit.
bull my way in without being offered or asked.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you a nod and I'll say, can you help me push him into the airlock?
Giving up that quickly?
No, we're going. We can sterilize the environment.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some medical supplies.
I push it like into the airlock and like stop at the door. Like I do not enter the airlock.
Yeah, I'll bring over some supplies and stuff, and then I'll put on like a mask or whatever, and I'll offer you a mask. Not that it would do much help, but just more of like it's a.
Yeah. I'll stick one on.
You could probably use an EVA suit as like an impromptu hazmat suit.
Sure. Yeah, we'll put on suits. I'm guessing that this works like face huggers in the movie, where if we try to do anything to it, it's gonna not be a good day.
Probably.
Can I?
Well, you
just,
gotta experiment. You gotta find out.
I know. I'm gonna try. I have no idea what I'm gonna try. Can I try doing anything to like? I just want to keep him stable, pretty much.
Keep him stable. Yeah, I mean that's He is stable. That's easy to do.
Stable.
It's the interacting with the thing that's hugging his face that is the difficult part. As you are looking at that, we will go back to the captain and Jessica Shaw and Booker. And Jessica, just where do you want to go with this one?
I'll say I'll sit her down. I'll put a blanket on her. I'll give her some like gruel or something, to settle her stomach. Try.
Yeah. She tries to swallow it, but then it just comes back up, and she dry heaves.
Okay. Do we have any nausea meds in the living area in the med kit?
Yeah, in the suit up area next to the airlock. Yeah. Or actually in
to
the
help settle their stomach.
Jessica Shaw, are you ill?
she I don't feel well. She's sweating profusely.
Is there?
Why not? What happened? What happened before you got in that pod?
The whole place, it went nuclear. It was terrible. Everyone, and she's on the verge of tears. Everyone was in a panic. Everyone died. I think everyone died.
I'll just brief her. I was like, you've been in hypersleep for 6 months. You're on the Dolus. We're a Weyland-Yutani ship.
She starts coughing and dry heaving some more. There's a lot of saliva that comes out and mucus and nastiness.
Did you,
when she
Captain?
Okay, go ahead.
Do you mind if I ask a few questions here?
Yeah, go ahead. Just be careful. I don't want her to go catatonic on us.
Sure. Jessica Shaw, did you come into contact with any of those fucking alien demon things?
She's vomiting, and then she doesn't even pay attention to you. She's gripping her stomach in pain, and then she grips at her chest, like her stomach, and then the hand moves up to her chest, and she just yells, get it out, please don't let me die like the others, please don't let me turn into one of them. And another moment later, she will start to spasm, she will foam at the mouth, and drop to the floor, and she's clutching her upper chest.
God. Walter, medical procedures.
Understood. And he begins assessing the situation here. He begins he sort of cocks his head and then asks, "Should I perform the Heimlich or CPR?"
I'm gonna give her some sedatives.
Some sedatives? Okay. Yeah, you administer some sedatives. She relaxes a little bit. And then he begins sort of pumping on her chest, and yeah, and you see that when he does this, you see that there's something every time that he pushes down. You see that something in her esophagus. Every time he pushes down, it moves and sort of gets closer, breaking out of her skin. And it's starting to worm its way up into her esophagus. You see that something very similar to whatever's affecting Kodo in the airlock. It's very similar to that, where there's something is wormed underneath her skin. It's worming its way around her throat, and Walter notices this and stops for a moment, and there's this dead silence. And then a spray of blood will cover Walter's face and probably the other two there in that chamber. And you see that her throat is ripped open, and her head sort of sags down, and it's completely decapitated her. And this creature now worms its way out of her throat. And it's this small, blood covered creature, and it looks around for a moment and hisses at you, and then darts out of view. There's this blood trail leading from the body.
I think Kurt, yeah, you can let me know if this is too ridiculous, but I think he like screams and starts shooting, just like bam, 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 just like ah.
Oh yeah. I think you absolutely start shooting.
Do we hear the gunshots down the airlock?
Yeah, the door's open. So yeah, you hear panicking. You probably you look up. Both of the people who just witnessed the decapitation via alien, you gain another stress, and you see this thing slither away.
Yeah, I empty the clip and I'm just like clicking. I'm clicking on the empty mag now, just like shaking the reverberation of the bullets in my ear, and I just like. Yeah, good.
I try to grab the gun out of your hand. I'm like, Booker, get a hold of yourself, man.
And I'm like shouting because I can barely hear after the gunshots, and I'm like, did I get it? Is it? Where'd it go? What the fuck was that thing?
Do you have like a close quarter combat thingy?
I have 0 in all strength and agility skills.
Oh, nice.
I do have close combat, or ranged combat. I could roll either of those.
I think it would be close combat for a pistol like that. So okay. I think that's what you have. Yeah.
Yes, I have a Watasumi bolt gun with 4 shots.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm not a gun nut, so I don't know what that is really. But you fire these 4 shots and you graze whatever this thing is. You graze it right on its like face, but it is able to run away. And so where this trail is, you see that just where it was, there was this blood that came out of it, and it's starting to melt Jessica's head, and she might be leaning on something, and her head just completely decapitates and just melts her head, and it starts to smoke.
Holy fuck.
This went to shit so fast.
Yep, very, very quickly.
This went to shit so fast.
That's alien.
Fuck. I was trying to be like, at least we could keep it in like one area, and I was like, oh, well, the airlock area, I'll have the doctor in the airlock, and so that's where like the alien is contained.
We are going to move into Act 2. Okay, so it is Act 2 now, and with Act 2, everyone gets updated objectives, or whatever they're called, things, right?
Yeah, their objectives or their what is it called?
Directive, something like that. Okay.
Agenda,
that's right.
It's one of those synonyms.
Yeah, right? Okay. So I have updated yours. It is shit just went sideways. Neutralize the alien threat and make sure company property is safe and secure. Get the crew under your control. As a last resort, eliminate anyone who opposes your directive.
Okay, so what company property am I trying to get secure?
So the ship and basically just the ship.
Okay. All right, and just make sure that okay.
Make sure that the ship is ready, like it's still intact, ready to go. You do know that there is an escape pod just above the bridge. I think everyone kind of knows that.
Yeah.
But I think you would need an override to get in there.
Right. Okay. All right. Is that everything?
Yes. So your agenda has updated to whatever is going on here is way above the capabilities of LaSalle Bionational. or yeah, if you brought some of this back to HQ, you'd be set for life. Like your great grandkids would probably be, set for life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, get your hands on whatever hard evidence you can. What else is in that cryopod unit?
Whoa. Yeah, so I guess, like, would, in my mind, the priority be to retrieve this specimen alive, or would I think it's perfectly reasonable that I'd be fairly compensated if this thing were dead?
Certainly. No, you would still be very, very well compensated if it's dead. Whatever's in those pods, though, they gotta have. You didn't get a really good look at it, so you gotta take another look at that and see what's in there. But
Something about the Odin project, the Odin facility.
Yeah, the Odin facility. Yes. But yeah, any other questions?
So basically, get those pods back to Lazelle Bionational.
That's correct.
All
and
right,
you know that there is an escape pod just above the bridge. And you know that
shit.
Yeah, you know that the captain knows about that, but you don't know how many other people know. Probably the first mate, probably Samantha, right?
Yeah. So is it I assume it's a pretty small escape pod then, right?
It's a small one, yeah. It can house like 3 people in there.
Okay. 3 people or maybe 1 person and a cryopod.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So we're now in Act 2. So your agenda has changed a little bit. So it says, make sure the company cannot be blamed for any loss of life. Destroy any evidence that leads back to your directive.
Okay. Well, luckily I haven't told anyone yet, so that doesn't mean I have to kill anyone yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta destroy my data pad, and that's probably it. Hopefully.
Hello.
My favorite robot.
So that didn't go very well.
I mean, I think it went as... I think it went all right. I mean, it didn't go terribly, right? I mean, everything went according to plan.
I accomplished both of my things, which was to awake the person and then get someone infected.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's just I looked hella sus doing it.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, and now you're in this airlock.
And I'm in an airlock.
Yeah. So we're now in Act 2. So your agenda is going to change.
Oh. Observe its hunting methods and tactics.
Yeah.
Infect more test subjects with facehuggers in the pods.
Yeah.
More data.
Yep, the xenomorph is loose on the ship. This is your primary one.
Eliminate Samantha! Oh, no!
Whenever possible. Yeah.
Oh, no!
The xenomorph is loose on the ship. Good. Observe its hunting methods and tactics. Infect more test subjects with the facehuggers in the pods. You need more data. Secondary. Samantha seems to be onto you. Whenever possible, stealthily eliminate her.
I think I have a way of getting rid of Samantha, but if it comes to it, I'm not opposed to just trying to just strangle her.
Yeah, do you have any questions?
No, I'm just gonna be lying my ass off, continuing to lie my ass off.
Okay. So yeah, we're in Act 2 now, so all of your agendas have changed. Or maybe stayed the same, who knows? Booker was going to go on the comms and say something before I rudely interrupted.
Yeah, so I think as we fade back in Act 2, we probably are at the perspective of Sam and Everett, as they've just heard all the screams, the gunshots, and then on the comms they hear Booker, but he's shouting, he's like peeking through the audio, so it's just like the static of just like...
Yeah, and then you hear back from the pilot, and he's like, "What is going on down there?"
If the engine's running hot, fine.
We've got a foreign entity on board, some kind of creature.
A foreign. What the fuck?
We picked up some strays. That's why we're out here.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm locking myself in the bridge.
It's a good idea. All right, we gotta find where this little rat bastard went.
I'll radio and say,
Does it look at all like a thing that's attacking Dr. Kodo? Like, what did it look like?
It was phallic.
Phallic?
Yeah, that's what I would pronounce it. I would describe it. It looked like a giant cock.
Oh
I
my.
look at the captain incredulous, but then after a moment I'm like, well, yeah.
I mean, it's
a
not
big bloody cock.
Oh no.
oh, I have so many jokes that I could make. Unfortunately, they're all really inappropriate. So never mind. There's
Save
only
it
a
for
certain
the
amount.
director's cut.
Yeah. Okay. The door's open. I'm not. There's nothing that I can do to this guy. I think I'm just gonna kind of keep him stable, but I'm gonna go ahead and just shut the airlock. I'm going to get. Well, I'm just shutting him in the airlock.
Okay, you're right here with me.
Yeah, me and Sam are both in the same spot. Do you have a weapon?
I'll pull back a small jacket I'm wearing. You can see a Watasumi bolt gun with 4 rounds in it on my hip.
Okay. I look around. Is there anything that I can use as a weapon? Because I'm a lab assistant. I don't have.
I finally
looked at my
hand you that
inventory, I have
scalpel.
nothing.
Yeah, sure. There's like a scalpel in here.
I'm not fucking. I'm not wielding myself with a scalpel. All right. I'm
You
looking at
asked
something
for
that's
it.
ranged. Like, is there I don't know.
Wrench or something big and heavy.
Yeah, there's probably a wrench, something like that. What kind of weapons are on the ship? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I guess I'll grab a scalpel, but I'd also just grab like a wrench, like a big wrench.
Dual wielding, that's safe.
Okay.
Double the attacks.
I think I'll just look at Sam and say, I'm a bit lost here. He seems to be stable, but now there's this other thing. Why didn't you just keep the door shut? I mean, at least it wouldn't have gotten out into the main ship.
Sam, you and I picked him up and carried him out of the cargo bay. It was our idea to remove him.
No, I don't mean him. I mean the girl.
Again,
He's secured in the airlock, but this girl apparently has this thing, and who knows what else.
I got nervous. You locked me in there with more blood than I've ever seen concentrated in one place. You
Yeah, and
lied
you should have
about
kept it locked.
You lied about who had been near the pods in order to lock us inside.
Okay, fine. Fine. You want to know the truth?
Okay.
I made up the thing about me and the captain not being infected. It was bullshit, but I just...
Really?
Listen, I was scared, all right? I didn't want to go alone, and when I was leaving, I just realized that if there was anything that was contagious, if there was any foreign entities or anything, I'm sorry, I just didn't want it to get me and the captain. There.
Everett,
Are you happy? I'm a bit of a coward, okay?
you're bullshitting me. You know more than you're letting on, but don't worry, because I do too. And I'm gonna walk off in search of the creature.
It's not foreboding at all.
God.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean? I'll just see I'll be like, what does that mean? No, what do you mean?
Come on!
I'm not coming. What? Fine.
Go this way.
I'll get a flashlight and go off with
Okay.
Samantha.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh my
Is there?
God.
Do we have a motion detector on this ship?
Someone does.
Booker, do you have a motion detector?
Why the fuck would... No, look, Captain. We need to get suits on.
You saw that thing. It went right through her throat. I don't think a suit's gonna... A very thin spacesuit's going to stop that thing.
Well, it won't fucking hurt. And
Where's...
All right, Booker, let's stick together. Oh, we're not on... We're in the room above this one.
Oh, okay.
I'll say, Booker, this is whatever happens. We need to... Where is Charlie?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Charlie... Yeah, Charlie's in... probably with all of you now. Because of all the commotion, him and Walter are both with you.
Okay. Charlie?
Oh, yeah. Yes, Captain.
Says you're going to stick to me like glue, all right? I don't want you leaving my side.
Oh, yes, Captain. What can I ask? What the fuck's going on here?
There's some kind of creature or organism that's loose on the ship. And it has the ability... It's pretty lethal, so we need to stick together and find it as quickly as possible.
All right.
All right. Do I know who has emotion? You said someone does. Does that mean I know who it is?
You have it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do.
Yeah. You do have it.
Who has it? Oh, that's right. It's not my belt. I forgot. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, all right. We're gonna sweep this ship, stern to ass to nose, and we're gonna find it.
I forget the directions on the ship as well. I'm like, I know stern and aft.
Bow is
something,
the
yeah.
opposite.
Bow.
Bowel.
Yeah, bow. I mean, I was like, bow. I was like,
Not bowel, bow.
no, I know.
Oh.
I was like.
I thought it was bowels.
No. I
Like
was
the
that
bowel
doesn't
of the
really-
ship.
I was like, I don't think she would say. I know what it is, but I was like, I don't think she would say that. So I was like, I'll just say something a little bit more crass. Anyway.
Oh,
all right.
hey, before I left, can I set up some kind of monitor so that I can check on, doctor's like heart rate or something? I just want to have some way of monitoring him if I'm not like directly in the room.
Connect his
yeah.
Fitbit to your phone.
Yeah, something along those lines. That you can connect it there. I have a question for you. Are you closing the door to the airlock?
Yeah, I did close the door to the airlock.
How much air is in the airlock with the door closed?
Oh, well, I'm sure that it makes air.
I mean, it's an airlock.
But I mean, wait.
Yeah, unless you like depressurize or something like that, you evacuate
Yeah,
it
no,
or
I'm not
something.
depressurizing it.
Yeah, no, there's still air supply in there. Yeah.
Are we still separated, or has everyone reconnoitered?
I will say I need everyone in the living quarters who's not Ren. Over the comms.
Walter and Charlie will be up there with you. I will say, who's in a suit?
I'm in a suit, and I think Sam's also in a suit.
Yeah, I think we both suited up.
Okay, so with suits, they run on oxygen and power, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you should have, air, food, water, power. So, I just felt like the beginning of Avatar, sorry.
Air, food, water, power. Long
And
ago.
then the Food Nation attack.
Yeah.
Is it it's just a quick question? Sorry, Cameron. Are the suits like the alien suits or the Prometheus suits, where they're very slim and easy to carry? Because if they're like the Prometheus suits, I might ask Sam to bring me one up into the living quarters.
No, they're not like no, they're definitely like more like the alien suits. The only
big
fancy
bulky astronaut. Yeah.
the only fancy thing that you have on the ship is probably Walter, and he is several generations old.
Okay.
Like the ship is clunky. It's at the end of its life, for sure.
Oh, that's foreboding. Okay. Yep. No suit for me.
All right. I think once everyone's around, I'm like, yeah. So I get the others up to speed. I'm like, yeah, shit's fucked. Dead girl, alien running around on the ship. We gotta find it.
It's a hell of a briefing.
All right, so
I concur with the captain. We need to find this thing, kill it, and then get on our way.
All right, I'm going to be up front, and I pull out my pistol and my motion detector, and I says, we're gonna sweep this. We're gonna start in the. Ren, I need you to open the door. We're gonna come in and scan and make sure it's not in there with you.
Well, but aren't you all infected? I'm not gonna. This is the only place where like none of you have been.
I agree. That's the only place that's been safe. I don't think that. I think that should stay. The cockpit should stay sealed.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're going to not scan the cockpit. We're going to start with. We're going to go. I'll scan the room. I was like, everyone stand in the corner so I don't pick you guys up.
Wait. What happened here? I point towards the acid marks on the ground.
What acid marks?
Because when you shot the alien, it bled out acid and dissolved the head, right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he hit the alien?
Yeah,
he hit it with his.
He had 2
All right.
successes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this like mark on its head bit, and you see that it's kind of chewed a little bit into the ship, into the floor, but the head kind of soaked up most of the acid.
Okay, so is there a trail of acid?
Blood is acid.
There is not a trail of acid. No.
It was just a splatter.
It was just a splatter. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's...
Yeah. Kurt
If you
is
see it,
at his
we
at
need
his
to try to-
bunk. Sorry. Go ahead.
We need to try to retain it. Don't blast it, because this could eat through the ship's hull.
Do you have a suggestion of how to contain it?
Listen, I'm going along with this as everyone else is. I'm trying to figure that out right now. But blasting it won't. It might kill it, but it also might eat through the ship's exterior. I can try to go to the lab and think of something.
Kurt is at his bunk because we're in the living quarters. At the mention of infection, he like realized that he's like covered in Jessica Shaw's blood, and he went over to his bunk and like got a rag and doused it with some water and is cleaning off his face. And whenever it says, he could go to the lab and check this out, Kurt has like calmed down a bit and says, "I thought you were the expert here, Everett. What do you think? Are we all infected? Are we gonna burst with those fucking aliens?"
Maybe there's a way that we can sedate it.
With a bullet?
All right. I mean, do you get the most powerful? I mean, the thing is wicked fast. I can't believe Booker hit it. Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to restrain it long enough for you to get a sedative into it.
Can I try like jerry-rigging some stuff together to make like a sedative gun?
What skill would that be?
Survival?
Yeah, survival sounds good.
All right, survival. Ooh.
Nice.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you're able to make some sort of like projectile thing. With it's very rudimentary. But yeah, you're able to get something, sort of rig up something, but it's going to take you a little bit of time. So it's going to take you like maybe an hour.
Yeah, I'll look at the captain and be like, it might take me probably like an hour, but I could find a way to make something to sedate it from distance.
All right. Well, we gotta find it first. So while you're doing that, the rest of us are I'm gonna do regular comm checks with you and Ren.
Okay. I'll be in the lab, or not the lab. I'll be in the suit area. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's so I scan the room. I guess my motion detector doesn't find anything.
Nope.
All right. Yeah. So let's head down to the V deck.
It might have gone back to the cargo hold.
Okay. Yeah, you could start making your way through there. Who's with you in this team, with the captain? And then we'll get back to what you were saying, Booker.
I think Sam, do you want to watch Everett's back, and then I'll take Booker with me, and I'll take Charlie, and I guess leave Walter with you guys.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to be solo. So yeah, I'll stick by Everett.
I'm going to go to the mother terminal, and I'm going to type in my credentials, and I'm gonna like objective complete.
That.
Okay. Okay.
happened?
Yeah, you put your card in there, because the captain has a key card basically to access Mother.
And this Mother terminal, it looks like the one from Alien. It's like all the little lights and everything.
No, this is
no.
This is like a ghetto computer. It's not like the
it's very
It's
jank. It's not good.
We have Mother at home.
Yes, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
And where is this in the ship? Is this like a secret compartment, or is this like a known?
No,
Right in front of you, right there. I'll mark it.
Ah, okay. So deck B, cargo bay.
Yep. Yeah. Again, this ship is very jank and very old, and there's not a lot of space in there for that kind of thing. But
So am
yeah.
I like witnessing the captain do this?
I mean, like, if you watch over her shoulder, she's not like being super secretive about it. She just
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you say objective complete.
yeah. I send a signal back to HQ saying objective at this location complete.
But yeah, it doesn't understand what you meant by that.
Okay.
It's like
all
the
right.
objectives could not complete. It just started.
All right, maybe I can hack. I think at this point we gotta hack it to override our lockdown here.
Captain, do you mind elucidating or elaborating to the Wayland Yutani representative on the ship what exactly you mean by objective completed?
Well, I assumed that when we picked up that cryopod in the cargo hold, that whatever nefarious objective that Walter had was completed. So I figured maybe I had enough authority to clear us to get the F out of here.
Now, I'm not a big fan of the Walter units. I think they're very inefficient, very lazy, but they're also a bit clueless. I don't think he knew what he was doing. I don't think he did this, What I'm fucking trying to say is, you knew about this, didn't you?
I did not know.
Oh, come on, Captain. Tell it to me straight. Don't bullshit me. No one else is around, all right? We don't have to put on a smile for the crew. Tell me now, did you know about this?
No, I knew nothing about this when we woke up.
Is this a situation in this game where I could roll against his
If you just want to do an observation against
Charisma?
me.
Yeah, observation would do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
wow.
Yeah, this
Holy shit.
This is exactly
Wow.
what's gonna happen.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh
see
my
color.
god. So yeah, you rolled a fail. You rolled a face hugger on the die. There were a lot of dice. I thought you both rolled for a second there, and then I was like, oh no, this is just Booker. Yeah. And
So stressed out.
yeah, so you are incredibly stressed. You rolled a face hugger, then you rolled for your panic condition, and you got seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You are allowed to make a retreat roll, see page 93, if you have an enemy at engaged range, which I don't believe you have. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1. So, Captain, increase your stress by 1, and yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Kurt,
just like,
reduce yours.
I'm shaking my head. I'm like, you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You knew about this. You knew what was going on here. And I'm turning. I am going down to level C. And I'm like, Walter, come on.
Oh, Walter's with the other team. Charlie's with us.
Oh, you can do it over comms or something.
Yeah, I go over comms. And I'm like,
Walter, come on. Charlie, make up your fucking mind.
Because Charlie was with the captain because the captain said, "Stick to me like glue."
Yeah, but like Booker is being very confrontational, is like putting it on him, like, hey, choose between the captain or your beloved Weyland-Yutani representative.
Everyone's beloved Weyland-Yutani representative. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You head down there. You must retreat for a little bit.
Can I ask something?
You just did. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I ask another thing after this? No. So Samantha has a bolt gun, like a 4-chamber bolt gun. Can I try MacGyvering something with her gun for it to like load little like sleep darts in it? Sleep bolts.
But yeah, if that's what you want to do, that like you already made that roll, so I think that's probably what it would be. I think that would that would certainly help with that roll. But that would mean that you give up that the lethality of that gun, right? It can only be used for that sort of trank thingy, right?
I mean, it's up to you. So, I would explain everything to Samantha, like, okay, like we can use this to hunt it, to not kill it, but then like it becomes unlethal or whatever.
Yeah. I'd be like, get everything else ready first, and then work on the gun for the shortest amount of time possible, because we need that if it shows up. But yeah,
okay.
I'll hand it over when it's time to edit the gun as opposed to the bolts.
Yeah, and I'm like, you see that I'm like sweating a bit, and I keep looking over my shoulder like at the door, and I'm like, can you just keep an eye on my 6? God, it's hard to work.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Everett and the door at the same time, and I probably have something big and heavy ready to swing, like that wrench that we saw earlier.
Okay.
I'm going to. So I was looking at actions I can take, and one of them is stop panic. And so I'm gonna. I roll a command, and I'm gonna yell at. I was like, Booker, you stop your spineless ass right there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
So it stops him from panicking.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Wow.
It says when another character loses control from a panic roll command to bring them back to their senses.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
you bark an order, and then how does this look for Booker?
Yeah, he was getting to the. Is it a ladder that brings us between levels?
Yeah.
So Booker stops the ladder and he says, "It was unprofessional of me, wasn't it? But look, Captain, whether you knew about this or not, this is outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous."
No fucking shit, dude.
God, I'm glad to hear you finally say it.
I mean, I have never. It's like, Booker, I've seen some fucked up shit in my day. This is pretty much at the top, but I'm not about to go losing my head over some stupid little rat bastard.
Right. Okay. Sure. Look, I think we should get down to the cargo hold, the pods, and see like.
We'll get there. Don't worry. As soon as we sweep this floor, we're gonna go down there. But we gotta. If we leave now, it can. If it's here, it could get back up to the floor above us.
Right. Fine.
I am locked out. This whatever's happening, it's above my pay grade, and I hate it just as much as you. And the only way we're gonna get through this is if we can figure out what it takes to override our lockout.
Locked out, and he like seems to register that for the first time now. I might be able to have a go with that.
And he's like, yeah, if you want to take a crack at it.
Aye. And I will sit down at the mother terminal and try and override the access protocol.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I can do contact. And hopefully I won't shit my pants and run away again.
Just wait for all the dice.
Just panicking. Oh.
Oh my
Okay.
god, you did the same exact panic. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, the same panic.
So I'm perfectly happy to do
Oh
this.
my
but
gosh.
Is there any, just to explore this avenue, is there any mechanic for avoiding that outcome? Like, if I push, will that
Yeah,
make
can
a
you
difference?
push it?
No, you can't push when you get a 1 on a stress die.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So do you automatically fail if you get a panic roll? How does that work?
I think so.
Yeah,
When I was
you automatically
listening
fail.
to this,
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many successes you had. It was just, yeah. If you get 1 failure, you fail.
Well, good news. Your stress goes down, but mine goes up.
Just pawning that stress off on someone else.
God damn it, Booker.
I thought we went over this already. Yeah, I think.
So, yeah,
how does Booker panic again?
I think I'm trying to get through to Mother here, and probably whatever message I'm seeing in response from Mother is kind of bone chilling, where it's like, you don't have authority for this, you don't have clearance for this. Sorry, can't help you. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ! Come on! Like, we're about to die here!
Have a moment like in the first one where she's just screaming and saying, "Mother, you bitch!"
Yes, yeah. I'm like slamming the keyboard. It's like, come on!
All right, I'm gonna try to calm him down again. God damn it.
Hey.
Yeah, he starts like shaking the monitor, and I slap him on the back of the head. I'm like, God damn it, Booker, calm down.
Just why did they appoint me to this bloody ship if I don't have the clearance for the fucking mission? I need to get out of this business.
Yeah, I think you need to take a lead, Booker. This is over.
So I'm making a gun.
I'm
making
arts and crafts.
So
over here.
anyways, so we're doing arts and crafts. I'm making a gun.
Yeah, you're in the living quarters, and you are, building a gun that, can, fire like a trank, right? But to do that, you kind of gotta disassemble it a little bit and make it.
Am I at the point now where I need to like disassemble the gun to? Because I want to do that the very last thing. Like I want to try to get the bullets and stuff ready, and then that way, like I can reload the gun.
I would say, yeah, we can progress the time so that, it's now like it's been an hour, and you've now just finished it. If that's all right with you, if I'm understanding you correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say. All right, Sam. Looks like I should have this working. I just need to load up the chambers with these, and I need to make a couple of minor adjustments to the bolt gun.
Okay. Just due diligence. We've been here for an hour with nothing happening, presumably. Would I be able to make another observation to see if a sneak attack is coming and get that little +2 mod?
Absolutely you can.
I'm not just looking for aliens either. I found 2.
You found 2 face huggers. I like it. Yeah, you start to tremble uncomfortably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops.
Yeah, I get a flash of paranoia. I'm sort of like, hurry up with the gun now. Come on, stop dawdling.
Yeah, darting around the living quarters. Yeah, there are a few air vents in here. Looking around, that thing looked small. It could easily slip through an air vent.
I am going to take the gun, and I am working on putting the tranquilizers in it, and then I am just going to ever so slightly jam the gun, and I'm going to pick up a scalpel, and I'm going to approach Samantha from behind.
Sneak attack, eh?
It's my objective. I have to. I'm sorry.
And you're going against the one person who has an ability for finding sneak attacks. Oh no.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what we can do here with Samantha. Some sort of roll to spot Everett real quick.
Another observation.
Yeah, I mean, probably another observation.
And
Yeah.
it's sneak attack. So
Yeah,
do
sure.
I get the dice again?
Yeah. Ooh.
Please. Oh, fuck me.
But you also get
Okay.
the you also get that.
Drop
Drop
item.
What item were you
So I
carrying?
I had a big fucking wrench.
Yeah,
I
you
was
got a
gonna
big
knock his
fucking wrench that you
off
just
with.
dropped.
Oh.
That's amazing. That's
I'm
amazing.
sorry, Dave. Yeah, I am fully sweating now as I approach you from behind, but instead of like glistening sweat, it's like this milky white substance. And yeah, I am going to attempt to stab and kind of, I'm going to attempt to like grab my like kind of hand around her mouth and then stab into her throat.
Yeah, as you go to do that, you all hear a terrible screeching sound throughout the ship.
Oh shit.
And it does not sound human. So yeah, you would be engaged. You two, congratulations. And
Wow.
Oh my god.
that's the
Whoa.
range.
My girlfriend's gonna be angry.
No, it's okay.
There's another
It's
plot
okay.
twist in this
We'll make it
relationship.
work.
We'll make it work. How do you roll initiative in this thing? Because you're supposed to pick cards, essentially. 10 cards numbered 1 through 10.
So we just both roll a d10?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Each roll a d10.
oh wait, so you... Oh, okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, well that is actually not bad for Samantha. Because number 1 acts first, number 2 acts second, and so forth until everyone has acted. So, I guess it will be Samantha first. And you can take... Okay, sorry. You get to pick 1 slow action, or 1 fast action, or 2 fast actions.
Gotcha. Oh gee, I don't know.
Will be block attack.
I thinking block attack, yeah, at least once. I think I because I'm the panic that I have, the tremble that's going on, and kind of wheeling around on the spot, and eventually turn around and see the scalpel drawn. And I say, "You stupid synthetic bastard!" And I pick up item as my fast action for 1 fast action, get my wrench back, and then block attack as my second fast action with the item, please.
It looks like the block attack will trigger then once they are attacked, and they can reduce the damage with the close combat roll.
I'm just gonna make a attack at close combat range. So I can spin 6s to do 1 damage, exchange initiative, disarm, steal, knock prone, or grapple. So I'm just gonna roll my close combat.
Okay.
Oh, that's scary.
Okay, 1. So I'm going to attempt to slash at your chest. So I'm gonna do 1 point of damage.
All right, and I'll close combat in response to try and block it. Oh, for the love of God!
Ooh.
Oh, drop
item.
item. No.
Wait, does that? So what about those 6s? Are they all out the window now because I rolled a 1?
Correct. Yeah. If you roll,
Yeah.
if you roll any facehuggers, yeah, and they're out. I'm sorry. Oh god.
Not fair. All right, so yeah, you nicked me, and I dropped my item. It's 1 damage, right?
1 damage.
Yep.
And then for my fast action, I am going to try to I'm gonna try to like shove you into, I don't know, like some like beakers or something. Like I'm just gonna try to shove you against the wall. And I'll say, it's really nothing personal. It's just my objective.
Oh.
That's a success.
All right. So, we move to short range instead of engaged. I might just run twice.
Okay.
Move to adjacent zone or move from short to engaged range in the same zone. Yeah, so I might bucket down the ladder here.
So you come
Okay,
sliding down the ladder with a cut across your chest.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess I say Everett's trying to kill me.
What? Samantha!
Someone get him! And can I slow actions give orders? Command the character that can hear you.
While this is happening, can I go up to the door of the cockpit room, and can I ask for Mother to let me into the cockpit?
I think we gotta go in initiative for this.
Oh no! I'm gonna get my ass jumped. Shit! Oh fuck! I'm so scared. I'm just a little robot. Don't hurt me, please. I'm just a little robot. Oh no, beep boop.
So, yeah, I took the run fast action, so I can still slow action give orders. Command a character that can hear you. Each 6 grants a +1 to their roll carrying out this order. Oh, so that's the command roll I make in a second. I suppose I'll do that, and then we'll figure out what the rest of the
Yeah,
people
because I'm
are
assuming
doing.
that you'll also draw cards for initiative.
Oh my God,
That's
that's so
oh
many.
my god!
Oh my god. The cover.
Well, seek cover works. So
There we
I
go.
say, get that fucking synth, and no one really listens because there's a bit of a tremor in my voice, and then I hide.
So my stress goes up again.
Mm-hmm.
And so does yours, Booker. We're all at 5 now.
Efforts.
Oh, I
Yeah,
fucking
my
was a-
guys,
Good job.
my stress is at 1. I don't know why y'all are stressing. I'm having a great time.
Efforts a fucking skin job.
Actually, you know what? Would my stress go up? I feel like things are not going well my way, so I feel like I would have stress.
So, are you taunting us, Robin?
I just want to roll more dice. That's all. I want to know what it's like to have so many dice to roll. You know. Okay.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Since don't get stressed.
It's like, Mother, let me in. Mother.
No, synths don't panic. They still
They
get
don't
stressed.
panic, but they get stressed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, they get no stress level.
Oh, really?
They get no. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
No stress levels.
No stress.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, then no, you don't get stressed. Stop taunting them.
Yeah,
You're
no,
good.
I'm
You're-
I'm,
Bad
unfazed.
sportsmanlike conduct. Come on.
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I don't know what it's like to roll more than 4 dice at a time.
You know what? You don't wanna.
Should we join the initiative tracker?
Sure. Roll some d10s.
If Samantha was 4 and I'm 5, I think I'm next.
Well, wait. Yes, that's true. Yep.
So I will, take a deep breath, heart pounding again. I just
Do you
got
have a
calmed down
gun?
by the captain.
Do you have a gun,
Huh?
Kurt?
I've got a gun. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh,
It doesn't have
I'm
any
toast.
bullets. Doesn't have any bullets. You fired all your bullets at the alien.
Do I only have 4?
Yes, only have 4.
What?
It says
I don't
it.
have extra
Oh,
ammo?
look, intimidating. Just go.
It's a horror game, man. You gotta
Oh
limit their
my God.
resources.
But they got bullets. Okay, so I will look at Charlie and Walter. I look at Walter and I say, Walter, you're gonna kill Everett. They're a synthetic.
He cocks his head. He's confused, and then nods, and then affirmative. And then I guess he'll roll initiative.
Are you kidding me? That worked?
I suppose I have to do a command roll, do I? Because this will be like slow action, give orders.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I might scream while I do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
More panic. Scream.
Walter, you gotta fucking kill him!
We have to make immediate panic rolls.
Oh my
Are you
god.
kidding me?
Oh Jesus! How do we even do that? Where's that button?
Every friendly character who hears you must make an immediate panic roll. Oh god.
Walter, you gotta kill him! You gotta take him down! Fucking crush his head!
Yeah, he doesn't say affirmative. He's he just pauses for a moment.
Charlie, back him up! Take my gun! Take it!
Take my gun.
How would I roll a panic roll
Yeah.
without? I don't see.
Up at the stress, if you click on that, or
Oh,
the heart.
yep.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wait, sugar.
Oh my god,
I
we're all screaming!
Oh no.
This
I
is
got
great.
flee.
This is awesome.
So hold on. Booker got Scream. The captain got Scream. Samantha got Scream.
So everyone's
And
just
Samantha
like,
then got...
Yeah, we all just.
Oh,
Yeah.
I must have. Sorry.
So yeah, you're all screaming and just like, oh my god.
So we actually have to make more panic rolls because of the screaming. So like my scream triggered panic rolls from you two, and then
Yeah.
the captain's scream triggers panic rolls from me and Samantha, and then Samantha's triggers one from me and the captain.
And Booker, you get 2 more stress, and me and Sam both get another stress.
Oh wait, yes. So
And then they're fleeing as well.
Okay.
okay,
Booker's
So-
fleeing.
I do another stress roll.
Yep. Flee.
6.
Berserk. Oh
You
no.
must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken.
My god. Also, it triggers another panic roll for everyone. Maybe we cap that.
Oh
But we
God.
get permanent trauma from a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
if we survive.
If you survive.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we won't make another panic roll because it would be ridiculous. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess we're acting, some of us look a little bit like synths to you, Samantha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, you both run, so.
Yeah, where do you
We
run
all
to?
like split up into. I'm going down. I'm going to the
Yeah.
to the pots. Well, there go my spin. We gotta crush his head.
I wonder, does Berserk make me like if you guys both run? I wonder, do I just like kind of steel myself and wait for Everett to come down the ladder then because he becomes the nearest guy, or do I attack one of you?
Maybe Charlie. Charlie's. He's been
Charlie's
very
there, yeah.
quiet. He's
Charlie's
been just
been here.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say you either attack Sarah or Booker.
And Charlie's kind of backed up, I guess. Yeah, and Walter's not. Yeah.
I know
He's
he's a
just kinda
synth. That's
pausing.
not a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm making a lot of noise. I'm agitating the situation quite heavily.
Yeah, you did first scream, so.
Yeah.
I guess do I just do a close combat attack on you?
Go
I've
for
got
it.
a weapon.
Punch me in the mouth.
Oh my
Well-
god.
What's that 2 that's in there? Huh?
My god.
Catatonic. You collapse to the floor and can't talk or move, staring blankly into oblivion.
I try and punch you, and I collapse. Well, that's one person calmed down at least.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't deal any damage. I think that's
That's
your
my turn.
Yeah, that's
my
your
turn.
turn. Yeah, that's it.
I
That's
guess
my turn.
Fast action is to run down the ladder, so I'm going down the ladder.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna use my fast action to move down. I guess run to get engaged with whoever I see that's down there. And I guess who would be the first person that I would see?
Probably. The first person who's like actually moving around and stuff would be the captain, Captain Torez.
Yeah, I would look at the captain and I would go, she's gone crazy. She just tried to attack me.
The captain has this very distant, crazed look in her eyes, and her hair's kind of falling down in her face, and she's like trembling, and her lower lip is like trembling, and she looks like in a very panicked state.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you sort of, that's what you say. Was that an action, like one of your actions in that one, or?
Manipulate, probably.
Yeah, can I? Well, that's the hard thing is I don't know how exactly to do this. You know what? I think Everett is just in kill mode now.
Well, Walter
Okay.
would have intercepted you before you came down, I think, right?
No, not necessarily. I think Walter
Well,
hasn't acted
No,
yet.
I think he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't moved. He hasn't done
Oh, he
anything.
hasn't moved at all. Okay, so he's still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've given, Walter I've screamed an order at him, and he hasn't acted yet. But what Everett's doing there of coming down and saying, "Hey, she's gone crazy," is very compelling, I think, because
Bleeding
she
out.
has
I'm
gone
the one who's
crazy.
injured.
Yeah, she lunged at me and then went catatonic.
Mhm.
Yeah, can I
So-
try to make a like?
I think it would be manipulate. Yeah.
Yeah, manipulate. Yeah, I'm gonna try to manipulate. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Can I push it? I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you get one success. Yeah. So what does that do? What were you trying to do? Sorry. Manipulate?
Yeah,
the captain?
manipulate. Success is they do what you want to do or must attack you. Spin d6s. Don't ask a favor in return. They go beyond what you ask. They're impressed by you.
Yeah, so it seems the intention is mostly for like NPCs we use these actions on. It's a bit
Yeah.
murkier with player characters. It's not mind
Yeah.
control. So I suppose
Yeah.
it's just sort of like in Joel's court now of like if he thinks that's compelling enough for his character to agree and like take stock of the situation in a different light.
I think at this point it's very obvious that I'm a synth. So I think like I am very clearly probably the bad guy here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think he would just like kind of as a desperate measure be like, "Hey, she's going crazy," but I think I'm ready to get my teeth knocked in by the crew if they can stop panicking.
Nope, that ain't happening.
It's nearly soft locked at the moment.
Yeah, we're kind of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this feels like a weird like soft lock right now. I'm like, I want y'all to chop off my head, but I feel bad. I don't want to kick you while you're down.
It's not very Sith-like of you.
Yeah, but that's my turn. I'm not gonna do anything else.
So then it would be the captain.
All right, I'm screaming and I run away. Would Everett attack her as she ran away? Yeah.
I don't think I want to kill you because my goal is to kind of get everyone infected. The only person that I really wanted to kill was
My goal is-
Hey, listen. Listen, since I'm just listen. I'm just coming out of the box now. All right, listen. I
don't
think
want to kill you. I just want you to be infected.
Yeah, I just want you to help perfect this life form. So I think I'm going to let you run away. Yeah, go run off into another part of the ship where the alien is.
Well, if that's the case, I have to use my turn to run away, and that's my turn. I just hide. I guess like, yeah, no. I just cower next to the workstation in the engineering.
Okay. Yeah, and then we're back at the top with Sam.
So on the floor, and Everett's right there. There's get up as a fast action might be the first one to do.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So otherwise he's gonna have +2 to combat rolls. Then is this where Everett stood? Is there another? Does that ladder keep going down another floor?
Yep.
If I stand up, would I be able to shove him down it, or would that be a close combat attack to try and get him to fall down the ladder?
That sounds cool to me.
Yeah, it's a narrative game.
Yeah. Wow. I'm only gonna go catatonic again anyway, but I'll try it.
Just drop kick me down the ladder.
Alright.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, come on, man! Can't do anything. Yeah, I stand up and I fists up, ready to box, and then I just drop again.
That's too bad. Oh my gosh. And yeah. Now Everett is just looming over you. Next is Booker.
Booker has dropped down to deck C. And he's just shaking his head and muttering, "Can't fucking believe I signed up for this. Can't fucking. And he's making his way to the independent ejectable cargo module, to the cryopod unit, where all this ruckus arose. And he's got his pistol in his hand, and he's shaking, he's reflexively pulling the trigger and hearing the click of no bullets. He's looking around himself, and just a complete mess. But he's making his way to that cryopod unit.
What action, for the action economy, what are you using?
Yeah, so definitely a fast action run.
Okay.
Do I just need one of those to get in there, or do I need two?
Just one.
Okay, so I get in there, and I look at the pods, look between them, take a deep breath, and then I go to the one that's all bloodied and fucked up, and this time I wanna open it.
Okay, yeah. You activate it and it opens. And yeah, just smells bad. It's just a bunch of blood in it. It's just a bunch of blood in there, smeared all over the cushions.
I'm grimacing, and I lean in very carefully, and I'm looking around for any personal items of the person who would have been in here, anything stowed.
No, you don't find anything in there. Just more blood. From this vantage point, you could also activate the other ones. I'm going a little fast and loose with the rules for all that stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm going through and I'm not paying me enough for this. They better set me up. They better set up my kids. 6 years of this shit, and this is what I get. I get this fucking job.
Yeah, so the one with Jessica already was opened. So you opened the one that was blood, that had a bunch of blood in there. And so you open up another one, and it looks like they have several in here that it looks like medical supplies of some kind. And it looks like they're these vacuum sealed, almost looks like a gas mask, I guess. It was weird that it would be a gas mask, but are you just grabbing whatever you can without looking at it?
Yeah, I think so. If there's any duffel bags or anything I can use as a container and putting it in there.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you have like a bag on you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just putting a bunch of that stuff in there. Yes, you get med packs and some of these other vacuum sealed things in there, and then you and the vacuum sealed things are like really really cold, and they have like this like metal border around them, like something that you would use to like hook into something for like storage. And then there's in the third one that you would open, there would be a container of some kind. It looks sealed. It's a little bit heavy, and it has the Weyland-Yutani logo on it.
Okay. Is it something I could carry?
Yeah, quite easily. It's maybe about the size of a human head, but it's not shaped the size of a human head. It's like a container that is metal, cylindrical.
I swear, if there's one of these fucking things in there, I grab it. I look around one last time, and then I start shuffling towards the door. That's it.
So then then it's Everett.
Oh goodness. I don't know. I guess I'm gone full robot attack mode.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a close combat against Sam. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have a
Turns out you're the
+2
bad
while
guy.
I'm prone.
Ooh. So roll two extra dice.
Boop, 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 boop.
Or I guess it's just one because no, not those.
LOL. No. So what happens then in that case?
Miss.
You missed the null result.
Okay, I miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's gonna be it for me, I think.
Okay, you're just the sweat pouring down your face, blocking your vision slightly.
My milk
And-
sweat.
My milk
Not
sweat.
my precious milk sweat.
And yeah, you're just sort of wildly swinging around. And now it is the captain.
All right, I'm going to move into the hallway. This is Everett, you bastard. I knew you were up to something. And I'm going to use my quick action to aim, and then I'm going to shoot at him.
Oh,
Nice. Go on.
get him.
It's nothing
So
personal.
Nothing personal, kid.
Oh,
I
let's
get
fucking
2 more
go.
D6s.
Whoa!
Nice. So that is you take the 2 6s and you convert that into damage, right? Or no? And then
No,
there's
I think
no
it's just if I do extra damage if. I
Oh,
get
okay.
6s, which I
Gotcha.
didn't,
Gotcha.
so-
Okay.
So he takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, I take 2 damage.
If I push it, does that just mean I roll an extra dice?
I think that means you gain stress and then you re-roll.
You re-roll all
yeah.
the non-6s.
Okay.
Oh,
That's awesome.
good. Ooh. Got that face hugger.
Does it still
Berserk.
do damage?
I don't believe so because it was a failure.
Yeah, it failed.
Okay.
So I berserk, so I attack the closest thing, which is Sam, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, by a couple of feet. Come on.
Um.
And I'm pretty sure when you make a panic roll, you
Yeah.
like if you get a facehugger, it doesn't trigger a panic attack. But I could be wrong on that.
What was that again? Sorry. Oh.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
on
sure
on
when
an
you-
attack. On an attack. Yeah. You know, you're right.
Yeah. So
Oh god.
Would I not be the closest
3
thing?
damage. I think. You know what? I actually
Oh,
think
because
you
you
would.
aim.
Because yeah, you.
No,
You
no.
know, you did
I
aim
would be
to
the
Ev-
closest thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
aimed. Doesn't that must to count for something?
okay,
And like, you
I'm
know,
saying,
like,
yeah.
I hit Everett for 3.
trigonometry and stuff.
Another
I'm further
3.
away.
Uh oh.
No, not my milk life force. No.
He's not looking good.
It's a perfect specimen. It's a perfect specimen. Don't ruin it.
We're back at the start. It's Sam.
You got it, Sam.
Hello.
So, Everett's still up. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, because I need to get up as well. I'm gonna get up, stand up from prone, and then I'm going to run. I think if that's allowed, and risk getting a thump. I think I want to flee and hide behind Sara. But I think based on how retreat/disengaged is described, if I just run, it sounds like that Everett might get to try and hit me.
How does movement? I forget how movement works. Can you like move up? I'm guessing it works by like range bands. Like you're short, like
Yeah.
engage, short, medium, and
Yeah,
far.
so my reading on it is you will actually need to retreat / disengage instead of running. You can only run if you're not in the engaged zone. And
Then,
so you can move from engage to short with a retreat / disengage.
Only going to catch up with me, so I think I will just attack if that's the case. I got to do something.
Or you could
Attack or
defend.
I could defend. Yeah, still requires a roll that I can fuck up.
Right, but if he misses like he did last time, then you don't have to make a roll.
Yeah, I think rolling at this point is just really scary.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and shove him down the ladder again. I don't know what else to do. I think it'll be cool if it actually happens. So I'll try one more close combat, and if I drop, I drop.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. Slam my shoulder into Everett's chest and try and push them down the stairs or down the ladder.
I'm walking towards the ladder on the level below with suitcase in hand. Bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang,
Da, on my way. Just another day of work. Do I take any damage from that?
Yeah, I would say 1 point. Because I'm feeling generous.
I'm still alive.
Now that was Sam. Now it is Walter. Oh boy. All right, yeah. Here we go. Walter is going to attack you. I don't have a stat sheet for this, but he's just going to roll some dice here. And there's
This is
there's
synth
one
on
success.
synth violence.
It is synth on synth violence.
I won't stand for this. Yes. No. Fuck.
Yeah, and so that is 1 point of damage as he moves up to you, and yeah, so that's 1 more, and then this queues it up for Booker.
I think I have this heavy container in one hand.
Oh God.
I think seeing the android fall down here, and Walter's pummeling the shit out of them, I'll get him. I fucking go and I smash his head in. I crush his head with the goddamn container.
Do it. Do it. Roll it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, it's berserk, so.
Okay, yeah.
I think that.
It would
Yeah.
So wait,
definitely.
so you get so you miss, get angry, and then roll again.
Yeah, I just like have the container in both hands, completely uncaring if I damage the thing, and I'm just.
All right. Roll again. Oh my God, dude. And then you drop to
Heart
the
attack.
floor. Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
jeez.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, when you make a panic roll. You
Oh,
don't-
that's right.
You
Yeah.
don't.
Not when you're
Okay.
not when you're attacking him.
And so that I guess I had to run and then make the attack. So that's my turn.
Okay. And then we are up to it's Everett.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna stand up, and I I guess I'm gonna go for attack against probably the Booker. Yeah, going.
Everett, I was good to you. I looked out for your career.
Oh, that is true actually, but sorry, you gotta die.
Junior lab assistant. You're a junior lab assistant.
Anyways.
Oh my god.
So take 1 point of damage. You know, just
Oh god.
yeah.
You could always push it.
Right in the gut.
Nah, that
Okay.
would be
Oh,
mean.
do it.
That would
Do
be
it.
mean. That would be mean.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh
Fine.
no.
Okay,
Okay,
nothing.
Okay. There you go. There we go. Yeah, he goes to swipe. He swipes at you once, and he hits you, and then he swipes at you again and misses. Luckily.
Yeah, I think the first one took me in the gut, and I'm just like, falling back a few paces, wheezing.
Okay, now it is the captain.
I'm gonna say, Sam, I think we need to abandon ship. This is a lost cause. I'm gonna say, Charlie, we're going to the escape pod.
Sounds like a good idea.
So I'm gonna head up to the floor above us.
Okay, to go through there, you have to go. You have to use that ladder. That
Okay.
Everett is underneath. Do you want to give him one last kiss goodbye?
No, because I think if I did, I'm gonna go crazy and kill Sam. And
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you don't really trust
Catatonic
yourself.
just
I've got
falls
so
down
much
the shaft
trust.
on top of them.
I'm gonna let Walter take care of him, and I'm gonna head
Okay.
to the escape pod because there's freaking there's facehuggers running all over. There's aliens running all over the place. I'm gonna get what crew's left, and we're getting out of here.
And now it is Sam.
I'll follow up the ladder very hastily.
Okay, right up the ladder. Okay, cool.
It's probably is until the escape pod's open and ready to step into.
Now it's Walter to go, and he will roll again. Oh God, he got one. He got 1-6. So yeah, Walter then just caves Everett's head in with his fist, and you just see this geyser of this milky blood erupt, and it gets all over probably both Booker and Walter. And
It's rich in calcium.
Yes, it is, I bet. Build strong bones. And I will drop us out of initiative here as Everett falls to the ground, and there's a pool of that white blood. Yeah, there it is. Starts sort of spasming.
I take the container and I crush his head.
Walter says, "For good measure." And
I'm just screaming.
yeah. Okay. And yeah, I guess we will go. What Booker? What do you want to do? You were the next in initiative, so what do you want to do?
So he, crushes the head of the skin job, the filthy skin job.
How dare you? How dare
Slowly
you?
stands up.
Oh, that's why you were so upset when Booker was like making fun of Walter.
Oh, of course. But Booker looks to Walter right after saying and doing that and says, "Walter, pick up my things there. We gotta get up to the others. I gotta get out of here." And I'll start going up the ladder with the container, and I'll, asking Walter to pick up the rest of the shit that I dropped.
Okay, and are you going right up to the A deck?
Yeah, I think I'm getting on the ladder and I see up there that Sam is getting off of the top floor. I'm just like, wait for me.
Wait for me. Yeah, so it's the captain, Samantha, Booker, Charlie, and you're in front of this door to the cockpit. The only entryway is in the cockpit to the escape pod. So, but But you have Ren on the other side, who does not sees what's going on. Just witnessed Everett attack Samantha, and he doesn't know what is going on. So I don't think he's gonna open this door. He's gonna be like, "What? No, I'm not letting you in."
I'm gonna use a command roll.
Ooh, okay.
You are the captain.
That's true. That's true. That's one face hugger. That's one face hugger.
I go to yell out, and I'm so exhausted and so just entirely just done with this day that I just go crawl up into the fetal position. I start to yell out, and then just like she stops mid scream, and then she just like crawls up into the fetal position and just starts rocking on the floor.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Walter would probably go up to you and try to comfort you. He's like literally that's what he's designed for. Like being a therapist as well.
Yeah, and while the captain is rocking on the floor, I step up to the door. I say, "Fine, you gotta open this door. We're getting out of here, all right? You gotta open this door. If you don't, there's gonna be serious consequences when you return back. You're gonna lose your salary. You're gonna lose your bonuses. You're gonna fucking lose all of it if you don't open this goddamn door."
My fucking salary! I'm gonna lose my life if I open this door. Oh!
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. He.
Life's nothing without money.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it goes. Perfect. Yes. And he opens the door.
Can Mother be accessed from here?
From these two terminals here.
And can I try and initiate a self-destruct protocol?
Oh boy. Yeah. You can. Sure.
Just effortlessly sit in and interface with Mother, no hesitation, easy as pie.
Yeah, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to you take out like this access card that you have that I don't think anyone else really knows about, and you put it in there and you start to to put in all the access for the self-destruct. Yeah, and it's going to take you your turn to probably do so. If you think about, back it with Ripley in the original Alien, it was a bunch of tubes and stuff, so it's going to take you a little bit to do that. I don't think this ship necessarily has that, because I think that was kind of like a nuclear reactor, and I'm not sure if that one, if this ship has it, probably much smaller explosives. So it's going to take you a little less time than that, but it's still going to take your turn to initiate that. And when you do that, you hear this screech again, and I bet it would be probably Booker and Ren who see on one of the monitors in the airlock the face hugger has peeled off of the doctor, and now this thing starts to gestate from its chest. And it's the same exact thing as what happened before.
God.
I punched the airlock.
You punched the airlock?
Yes.
Yeah, it goes out into space.
And I also, if possible, would like to open the cargo hold.
Or detach the cargo hold.
Like detach it or open the door?
Or detach it, yeah, honestly.
You're gonna blow up the ship, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know that, but yeah.
I'm venting as much as I can.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did you seal that door off? I don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
No. Is this something you think of and stop yourself from doing, or is this something you just do, not really thinking about it? I'm giving you, the player, the opportunity to decide.
Could I make like a sort of arbitrary survival roll and like ignore the panic effects?
Yeah, sure.
Just see like if I get a success. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks good to me.
Okay. One success. So like I'm about to do it, and then survival instinct. my wits kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I look back and I see that the captain is like in the living quarters, catatonic, just recovering now. And I put it all together. If I detach the cargo hold now, the loss of atmosphere and pressure could be fucking catastrophic. So I yell for Walter to get the captain in here.
Okay, yeah, he picks her up and brings her into the cargo hold, so now you're all in here.
Into the cockpit.
Or, the cockpit, whatever it is, yeah.
Yes. And we seal this door between the cockpit and the living quarters.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, you seal it. And it is 100% sealed. Nothing can possibly get through there. And, what do you do next?
Captain, we'll need you to prepare the escape pod.
Yes, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Anyone who knows about the escape pod will know that there can really only fit 3 people.
Yup.
All right. I was like, all right, Sam, as the commander crew, we're gonna stay behind. Everyone else, get in.
What?
I'm like looking between them. I'm like, very noble of you, Captain.
Walter will not go into the escape pod.
Yeah, Ren, Booker, and Charlie.
Sam, are you putting up a fight here?
Yeah, I mean, well, is it like is it like the Narcissus from Alien where like there's cryopods that can, we can only fit so many cryopods, or is it an actual space issue?
It's very small, so I'm gonna say that there's only room for really 3 cryopods, and then on top of that there's a little cockpit, but that's about it. I mean, whoever's gonna be in here, you can only put 3 in cryosleep. That's what I'm gonna say. And it's gonna be up to you to figure out what that means. Yeah. Like that the decision has to be made.
As I'm tinkering away at Mother, I'll say, like, we can take turns in cryosleep. 2 of us out, 3 of us in. Cycle it on shifts. I've seen it done before.
And
that
sounds
good to me.
Yeah, as you say that, the self-destruct system activates, and that voice, the Mother's voice, will come through. Self-destruct in 5 minutes.
Let's go.
Okay, I think I have a plan. I'm going to go to the where's our internal cryos pods?
On the next deck down, and it's in the suit up area. If you want to see it, I can show you.
I think no, that's fine. All right, I have a plan. I think I can get potentially everyone out. Sam, I'm going to say Sam. I think in our detachable cargo bay there are 2 functioning cryopods, but they're out of power. If we can find a way if we can get a power battery hooked up to them, we could go into them and then everyone can survive.
No, you can't. The thing is down there.
We have 5 minutes, Captain.
I say, well, then we better fucking hurry.
Sam, if you go down there, you're fucking dead. The thing is down there. I saw it.
You're talking to dead men, Booker. Get on that escape pod.
I get on the escape pod, but I give a look to Sam like, come on, come with me.
Yeah, no. You don't need to give me a look. I say, what do you want me to do, Captain? Stop the self-destruct?
Booker, if you can detach the detachable cargo bay right before the self-destruct, then we can get away from the ship before it explodes.
No, I'm getting on the escape pod. I can only detach the damn thing from in the cockpit. There's no time for this.
Well, then you're dooming us to death, Booker.
I'll detach the cargo bay.
I give a nod and I just climb up into the escape pod.
Walter will also offer to do whatever the difficult thing is.
Oh yeah,
isn't-
Walter. We have
yeah.
an
Sorry.
We can just
Sorry
do what
about
we want. Yeah. Walter, detach it once once we hook up the cryopods in the bay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So the plan is for Samantha and the captain to go down to the detachable module.
I was going to release the cargo, the detachable cargo bay. I thought, because Booker's refusing.
No, Walter's going to do that for us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think Samantha doesn't want to go down there, so
Yeah.
Unless you want to interject and not do that. Yeah.
I think I thought I'd moved over, sitting at the button to detach it.
Yeah, it makes more sense for Samantha to stay in the cockpit, be ready for that button, and then Walter goes down with the captain for the dangerous, suicidal job of traversing through our alien-ridden ship towards the cargo hold.
Because Walter's very talented.
He's a skin job.
All right, yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I better book it because we've been talking for too long, and I start running towards the.
The ship explodes.
It gives you the 4-minute warning, we'll say.
Yeah, so I'm going to run down to the deck B and try to get the power supply from our cryopods to switch out the power supply and to the cryopods in the detachable cargo bay.
Oh shit, that's a whole thing. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So, and you're trying not to get spotted by the alien who you have heard screeching. So
yeah. I have my motion detector, and I'll try to move stealthily.
Oh god, this is dope. This is so cinematic. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So, and meanwhile, Samantha alone is waiting to eject the thing, right?
I think Samantha is once Sarah's gone, Samantha is getting in the escape pod. I'm not going yet, but I'm waiting here for an emergency. I'll be like, he has 2.5 minutes, and if I don't feel like it's time, we're going.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So on possibly a doomed mission, the captain will go down into the rest of the ship, and will go to the other cryo tanks. I'd like a roll from you. What's that roll that we keep doing? It would be Comtech. Yeah, Comtech probably. Oh, nice. Yeah, you are able to take whatever power supply unit from those ones and go down into the. You're able to get it at least to the ladder. You go back out. Get to the cryopods. It takes a while for them to, raise up, and then you're able to manipulate with them and bring them down into the towards the ladder. And in that time that it took you, you see standing before you in the ladder, in that ladder space, you see this incredibly tall, onyx black creature with a massively long tail, no eyes, no face. It's a xenomorph, and it's seemingly staring down at you. It's drooling out of its strangely exposed mouth, and Walter stands in between you and it, and says, "I'll distract it. You go for the pod." And at that point, it is 3 minutes until self-destruct. And Walter charges at the alien, and the alien, like, they engage for a bit. You have an opportunity to go and to squeak between them and get to the ladder. Do you take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna book it.
Okay. Yeah, you make a mobility roll. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Through your panic, you are able to get to that ladder, and then you go right down. And quite easily, you are able to power it back on. Now it's 2 minutes. You see a spray of white synthetic blood pour down the ladder as you get into this. You charge it up, put the power supply, swap out the power pack, and then you get into that pod. Which pod are you getting into?
I'm getting into one of the ones that wasn't occupied before.
Okay, so they were with a person, right? You're not getting into the blood one, obviously.
No.
You're not getting into...
I guess we'll go to the one that Shaw was in, because I know that there's nothing in that one, for sure.
There's nothing in it, but the power supply was very, very low. But you swapped it out with a fresh one, and yeah, you get in that pod, and you hope and pray as it's starting to freeze you that Samantha does the right thing and ejects you, but Samantha has no way of, unless you communicate with Samantha. Oh, you probably would, actually.
I would before. Yeah. I would use the comm on the. I would use my comm to say, all right, I'm in position, Sam.
And so, and you don't have enough time, right? So you say you're in position. Is this when you're in the pod, right?
Yeah. As it's about to freeze me.
As it's about to freeze you, you close your eyes and you wait and you hope that you wake up again eventually. And Samantha, what do you do?
I think, like I said, 2 minutes 30 was the cutoff where we just went, and it just ticks past, and I turn to leave. I hear that in my ear or on the intercom or something, and I sprint out, press the button, and sprint back to the escape pod.
Yeah, and as you do, the module, the cargo module, just drops, and I think it's probably the last thing you see, as the captain, because you see that that spray of white synthetic blood sprays back up. And you see that an alien starts to crawl using the ladder, crawl down, and you see that Walter is still punching it in its side, and the two leave, but you are still, the pod is still strapped to the floor of this place, and then you see a bright light from the ladder, and then you are frozen, and the rest of you in the escape pod fly away. And oh boy, yeah. So we go back to the pod, the escape pod, and we have Ren and Charlie and Samantha and Booker. And what does this look like for you four? Because there's only 3 pods, right?
Yeah, I think probably to begin with, Fang is in the pilot seat, and we're all crowded around looking at the exploding ship, right? Because the self-destruct eventually goes off.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I say my catchphrase, fucking hell. And I say, well, when we get back to civilized space, we're not going to go to Weyland-Yutani. We're going to go to Lazelle Binational. We're going to make a fucking fortune, and we're never going to have to do another one of these jobs ever again.
You feel in the bag something moving.
Oh my god.
Multiple somethings moving.
No. It's me! I'm back!
No, it's not. It's
my disembodied head.
Do you look in there?
Bert isn't sure if it's because he's shaking and panicked and stressed. I don't think he wants to know.
Okay. Yeah, you,
He'll go into a pod. He'll say...
Do you have the bag with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that in.
Okay. Yeah, and just as it's starting to freeze you, you see down at your feet with the bag something slither out of it. It's 3.
Oh, no!
Those 3 gas masks that you didn't even think about. Those 3 vacuum sealed gas masks. They have now sort of thawed out, and they are 3 face huggers that wriggle free of the plastic. And just as you go to sleep, you see as one of them starts to crawl up your body.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Is this visible to the rest of us?
Well, yeah, I think he would have to be the first one in, so yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because like he felt that shake in the bag and he was like, I've had enough of this. I can't do anymore. So without even waiting for anyone's response to his somewhat cryptic thing that he just said, he goes into a pod and starts freezing, and you probably see.
Yeah, the thing is about to get him. And now it is just Samantha for PCs. And I think this is probably the moment where we have the sign-off, where you are recording a message. There's really... what can you do about Booker, really?
Well, I had an idea.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, yeah.
How many people are on here?
It's you and Ren and Charlie as well.
Okay. I offer to take the first watch.
Oh, yeah. They 100% agree. 100%.
Yeah, they get sealed up. I think as I'm making sure everything's okay, I see the facehugger on Booker.
Yeah.
And I'm still wearing a spacesuit.
Oh,
I'm wondering, can I secure myself and open the airlock, depressurize the cabin, and open all 3 pods while anchoring myself somewhere.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
I don't want the face huggers, and the other 2, I don't want to explain where Booker is when they wake up. So.
Oh my god, Samantha, the secret bad guy. Sure. You can absolutely do all of that. The trick, the challenge here is you. I'm guessing you're strapping yourself in just like Ripley.
Yeah.
The trick now is, can you close the airlock in some capacity once all of the air is getting sucked out of there?
I mean, I can let the cabin depressurize, and then it'll just be, pressure will be equal on both sides, and it'll be like just moving in a vacuum. So if I can just endure that, it should be easy enough to seal everything back up.
Yeah, so then, okay. Then let's go with a... what kind of roll do I want to make you make here? As it's getting depressurized, you holding on, and then, yeah, because that's going to be more difficult, right? That's going to be, theoretically, you're going to be...
I think it would be a stamina roll to hold on and not get sucked out.
That's what I was thinking, yeah, probably stamina. And I think you've had enough time, so you can reduce one of your stress.
Okay.
You've probably had enough time to think, okay, well, this is how I got to do this. And so you've...
Would the panic also decrease panic level?
What do you... Well, yeah. I think you've had enough time to sort of think about this, strategize on it. Yeah, so your panic, you're reset. So now it's just a stamina roll.
Okay, so no panic and no stress?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Might be.
Yeah, I can wait a long time to figure out how
a
to
moment
do
of
it.
clarity, right?
Yeah, exactly,
You're like,
exactly.
This is what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And a stamina roll. See, I don't have great stamina.
I love that message as well. Panic is over.
Yeah, kind
All right.
of, yeah.
I get the console's up, open cryopods, open the back door, open the pods, stamina to hold on. Okay, well, I think I'll push that.
Well, yeah, why not? You're already here.
What?
Oh, I keep it together. but I still fail.
But yeah, you fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
What does that mean? Does that mean I'm going into
Okay.
your luck too? These seatbelts suck, man.
Yeah, I think that you are holding on, and you just lose your grip, and the seatbelt flies off as well, and you fly out of the ship. And I think, how do you
Oh
get
my
back?
God.
How do you get back to the ship? How do you get back to the pod? That's the question.
I mean,
Can you
the
actually get
problem
back
is-
to the pod?
I don't think. Yeah, he just slowly drifts away from the pod as he watches it slowly drift off into oblivion.
Yeah, I think I'm like revising this whole thing in my head where like based on my my agenda that I have, I'm like I've planned how to frame Seegson, another corporation, for everything that's happened. I'm like sitting there revising it in my head. I'm like, this is Samantha Cartwright, last survivor of the gone.
Yeah, and you are like sucked out of the escape pod, and you can just like the opening where we saw the ship come into view as it was blotting out all those stars. More and more stars reveal themselves as the escape pod, and your hope for survival sort of disappears from view. And just as it's disappeared from view, when you start to realize, oh my God, this is it. All those face huggers just attach themselves to your helmet and give you a nice jump scare, as now you are sort of stuck with a few new friends in space, and you will eventually run out of power and oxygen, and you will die.
That's karma.
Yeah, it is.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the only real survivor is the captain, potentially.
Ugh.
That's horrifying.
Oh my goodness.
I've never ended an adventure quite like that, with a near TPK and that horrifying fate of floating through space. That's horrible.